Midnight hour coming soon. Touch the stars, touch the sky. Let the rhythm take you high. Dance all night, dance all night. Feel the beat, pure delight. Move your feet, hold me tight. Dance all night till sunlight. Oh, yeah. Spin around, never fall. Neon lights shining bright, city buzz feels so right. Heartbeat fast, take my hand, lose yourself in this land. Dance all night, feel the beat, pure delight. Move your feet, hold me tight. Dance all night till sunlight. Electric dreams, play the tune. Midnight hour, touch the stars, touch the sky. Let the rhythm take you high. Dance all night, feel the beat, pure delight. Move your feet, hold me tight. Dance all night till sunlight. Oh, yeah. Spin around, never fall. Feel the love, hear the call. Oh, so enthralled. Dance all night, feel the beat, pure delight. Move your feet, hold me tight. Dance all night till sunlight.
Okay, I think it's working. What am I doing tonight? What am I doing? I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna have this music on at the beginning, and it's just like, not working out. Okay, bear with me. And I've got a terrible angle on this camera. Let me sort this out. Going live, and I'm not even organized. I'll just go live. I won't do the camera. I won't do anything. Let's get this nicer. Let's put the quality up a little bit. Not that it makes any difference. I put the quality. I can't notice any difference to it. Is that any better? Is it too bright? I don't know. Doesn't matter, does it? We're here. Is my mic on? That'll be the next thing. Oh yeah, the mic is on. Okay, I think everything's okay. Let me just get all that sorted out. So yeah, hello, welcome. Friday night. I wasn't planning on doing the show. I was considering moving it to another night. But I'm going to tell you a few things. I got a few ideas for tonight. So I thought I'll come on. I know it's late. Hopefully this music will work. Okay. I'm not sure how that intro works. And I was playing from the source, so I'm not sure if it was coming through correctly. I won't know until after when I go back and I check. I don't know something on this. I don't know why my donation bar has decided it's going to have money already on it. I haven't got any donations. Well, I had a donation before the show. I got to admit I did get a donation before the show, so fair enough. There's a donation. Let's see. Hello, Franny. Hello. How are you tonight? I hope you're well. Because tonight we're actually going to do a bit of the movie club. That's my plan. So let me just, where's this banner now? One moment, I want to sort out the screen. That should be on. Ta-da! Because here we are. This is how it should look. Yeah, I'm planning on doing a bit of the movie club tonight. Oh, hello, Charles. Nice to see you here tonight. So yeah, let me explain. So I think I said yesterday that I plan to do the movie club tonight, and for those who don't know, I have a new thing called the movie club. It's basically each week I just watch a film, a movie with well, anybody who's part of the community membership here on the channel. So we have a community membership, which is you can join via best way to join it is buy me a coffee. Which have I put the link in the chat? Let me just put the link in the chat because I don't think I've put it in. Yeah, this one's okay. So basically, here on the channel, most of the if you want to send a donation, the best way to send a donation is via buy me a coffee, which I put the links in the chat just now. I think I'll pin them in a minute as well, but just bear with me. And so if you want to send a donation, the best way to do it is through buy me a coffee. But not just donations, you can join the community membership. Now, well, there's three ways you can join. You can do buy me a coffee. There's a membership there, or you can do it via Patreon, because I have Patreon as well. Or if you want, you can also do it on YouTube. The only thing is YouTube, it does cost more money because YouTube takes a lot of the donations and everything. So it's just more if you want to do it via YouTube. But if you do it via Patreon, it's $5. If you do it via buy me a coffee, it's £4, which is more or less the same as Patreon. But if you do it on YouTube, it's £5. So it's up to you. But yeah, you'll get every week you'll get buy me a coffee. No, you won't. Every week you'll get the movie club, and you'll also get YouTube Watch. So what I thought I'd do today is I'm going to try to do the movie club live, but I'm also going to do it for everyone today. But then next week it's only going to be for community members. So if you're not a community member but you want to you'd like to watch movies with us and things like that, I suggest consider joining. Okay, and the same with YouTube Watch. I think that's going to probably be Saturday night. So it looks like I'm going to be doing 2 live shows Friday and Saturday night, but they're only going to be for community members. So you're basically getting live shows plus you're getting the movie club and YouTube Watch. So if that's something you're interested in, please consider joining up. Okay, good. Well, it's nice to see you here anyway, Franny, today. Like I said, I did say to you, I think you asked me yesterday about the movie club, and I said to you, well, yeah, I'm going to record it today, probably might do it live. And then I was like, why not just do it tonight? Why not just do it tonight, share it with everybody, and if people like it, then they could join the community membership, and they can get it every week. Because I think I'm going to do it every Friday night. I think it makes sense to do it every Friday night. Oh, hi, Jade. Nice to see you. Yes, good evening. Hope you're well. Well, it's good because I know Franny and Jade, you've both become community members. So I'm going to do the movie club tonight live. But I mean, in the future, it will just be for community members. So you'll have it anyway. You'll get access to it anyway. So, thank you for being here. So yeah, if you're watching this, I mean, I know Charles, you're a channel member, yeah. If you want to become a community member, you can join via Buy Me a Coffee or YouTube or even Patreon. It's up to you. I think Buy Me a Coffee is a little bit better if you want to join there, but or Patreon. Both are about the same, really. Anyway, so but I think we'll start the show off just like normal. I think we'll just do, we'll have a chat, see where we end up, and then we're gonna watch a film. And they're only short films. I've only got short films at the moment, so it might be like 2 films. We'll see how long it takes. I normally say about at least an hour for the movie club. So it just depends. Oh yeah, good evening everyone. Yeah. Breakfast on Pluto, a great pro trust. Well, yeah. Well, I'm hoping to do more things like that in the future. More bigger films. But the only thing is, when we do films like that, what I'll need to do is I'll need to record them up first, because you can't show the whole film because copyright. I mean, the only other way of getting around that is if everybody had a copy of the film themselves. But because if we're going to do anything like a major Hollywood movie, for example, the best way to do it is I kind of have to cut it up, and then I can only do sections of the film. And of course, that's fair use as long as we're talking through it and stuff. All right. Oh, we've got a donation. Thank you, Jade. Oh, right, £3. Thank you so much. Thank you for that, Jade. Thank you. Oh well, well, we might watch it. I mean, because we'll do the same thing we do every night, like with the donations. We'll still watch some videos and stuff. So we'll probably just do similar stuff, but we're definitely doing the movie club. I'll say maybe give it about 30 minutes or something, and then we'll go into the movie to actually do a movie or something. So yeah, we'll do like normal then. So anyway, you might have noticed at the beginning of the show I played some music. So anybody who's been spending a bit of time on the Discord this week might realize that I'll show you. I'm trying to be more active on Discord. I want to do more stuff on there. And so what I did this week was, now let me see. Let's share the Discord somehow. Bear with me, I've just got to bring it up. Because I've been adding like music on there and other things, and I think I'm going to be adding some other interesting things as we go on. Oh, one moment. Somebody sent £2. Oh, well, thank you. Whoever sent that, thank you. It just says somebody. If that's you, let me know. Oh, thank you. Let me make sure these donations are going on. Jade and someone. Thank you so much. Oh well, you never know. We might get up to the goal tonight. We might get up to 25. I mean, if we still, if we get up to £25 tonight, if we get up to £25, I'll still do a secret. So we're already at £5. So thank you for those donations. Thank you so much. I don't know why they're not showing up on here. They'll come on. They'll come on the bar eventually. Okay. They'll show up eventually. I know they will. Yeah. So what we've got here is okay. It was me, Rich. Oh well, thank you, Charles. Thank you so much. Thank you for the donation tonight. Thank you so much for that. It really means a lot. Thank you. So Jade and Charles. Well, I'm gonna do 2 videos for you two then, because you've sent a donation. So I'll do 2 videos. We'll do some videos in a bit then. Yeah, so this is the Discord, but what I've done, I'm just going to show you what I've done, because I mean, I think it's interesting. If I can get on the page, well, let me go on the page. There we go. Okay, I'm on the page now. So yeah, well, last night we did a show last night, and I said that I was going to put like a section for people to put like links, like because what's happened is, I'll try and show you on here. I know Kirsty's been putting some links on here for different what are they called now? Oh, okay, my mind's gone blank. But she's been sending some petitions. She's been putting some petitions on, and I said to Kirsty last night, I said I'll do a section so we can put petitions on. Now I'll be honest, I haven't made it yet, but I'm going to probably put it in the chat, probably around the chat section here somewhere. So probably around here. in the chat section with public chat and private chat. So there'll be some place you can put petitions here. So I'll create that tonight. I'll do it tonight. But otherwise, the only thing I did like yesterday, I've created like an announcement thing. That's just so I can talk to you guys a bit more. So that's like my announcement thing, so I can let you know what's going on. And yeah, if you've noticed, I've got a music section now. I'm only mentioning this because I kind of got into it this week, but I've got loads of like songs that I've kind of I basically sometimes will write lyrics and things like that, and then put them into music and stuff. So I've just like got a few different music section here. So if you're interested in that, you know, check it out, see what you think. I mean, I like it. I mean, I think when you do your own music, you like it anyway. But if any of you like want to listen or anything like that, you know, go ahead and have a listen to some of the music that I've been doing. It's just something I've added. So if you're interested in anything there, I've tried to make videos for some of them as well. So it's just fun. It's just something that's on the Discord. So if you're interested in that, you know, please check it out. Because I like it anyway. That's why I'm sharing it with you. That's why I'm telling you, because I like it. Anyway, so what were we doing next? Okay, so so also we're at the 10th. It's the 10th of October today. And like I said, I'm doing like this 31 days of Halloween. So I'll try and cover a Halloween video today. I might do a little bit more of the one we did last night, because it was like some you know, just to keep the Halloween thing going, because I do plan to do like a Halloween show on the 31st, but I'm trying to leave all the good stuff for that, to be honest with you. I thought I'd be able to find loads of good stuff for Halloween up to Halloween, but I'm like thinking all the good stuff now. I'm thinking, oh, I want to keep that for Halloween now. So yeah, you'll probably have to wait until Halloween for that. So yeah, there will be some Halloween stuff today. Like my picture. I mean, what was it? I got this one for tonight. Of course, I've come on later, so I thought I'll do a bit more of a Halloweeny thing there. So yeah, there's a few things I want to share with you. What else was I going to tell you? I was going to tell you something else. Oh, so I've got plans as well to do. Now this is nothing to do with the channel. This is if you're interested in it. So I was quite fortunate to get a PlayStation 5. Okay. I had a PlayStation 4, then I got a PlayStation 5, and I don't get to play it much, right? I'm not saying I'm like a big gamer or anything like that, but I don't get to play much. And what I thought I might actually come online sometimes and go live with some gaming. Now, it's kind of like, I'm going to call it like a hangout zone or whatever you want to call it. I'm still going to chat with you guys. So it might be during the daytime sometimes, or maybe later at night when I'm just chilling. But I might just come on, I might be playing a game, but I still talk, still chat. So I might be doing some like, I guess I'm just going to call it like a hangout zone, more relaxed, not really focused too much. Like today, I'm quite focused. Like I have stories. I can do news stories. I can do all sorts of different stuff. Whereas these things are going to be just more relaxed, chatting. I might play some games, and then I might chat with you guys. You know, well, we'll chat with you. But that's the point. There's no point in me putting on a camera and not talking to you. I mean, I'm not going to put a camera on and just play games and like ignore you. But what I mean is we can chat and stuff. So that's what I'm thinking about doing that. I mean, just because basically I want to kind of play some games, and I think it'd be fun. So I'm going to do that as well soon. So you'll probably see me come live more often, but it'd be more like hangout zones. And they're just going to be, at the moment, they're just anyone who subscribes to the channel can watch it, you know. Especially people on Discord as well. Yeah, if you haven't joined Discord, you know, if there's anybody out there watching this, you haven't joined Discord, please join Discord. I'm going to put the link in a minute. I'll put the link in the chat and let you know, because we need more people there. I mean, definitely if you're a channel supporter, join the Discord. please. Jade, I remember when I joined the channel and there was Tumbleweed on the Discord channel. It's lovely to see it grow. Keep it yeah, keep it up. All big love. Yeah, thank you, Jade. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same. I'm the same. You know, when I first got Discord, I didn't know much about Discord. I was like, oh, you know, some people said to me, like, you should have Discord. Okay. And I didn't know how to use it. I didn't know anything. And then I kind of set it up. But like you said, you know, when you first came there, it was like there was no one there. And it needs people to be there for it to be fun and to be more interactive. And I'm going to put more sections, more they call it channels on there, but more sections in there where people can put their own stuff. And yeah, if you have any ideas, like Jade, if you have any ideas, or Charles, Franny, you know, anybody who's watching, any ideas you have, let me know, because we can add different sections and make it more interactive. Could even put like news stories in there. I mean, I could even if there's like certain news channels or something you want, like you want certain news coming on there, we could actually put it, and I can have it linked in so that they could actually appear in a channel there, you know. So there's all sorts you can do. It just, you know, I mean, it takes time, but yeah, there's a lot you can do with it. So yeah, I think that's everything I was going to tell you all. Yeah, I was kind of like, am I going to go live tonight? And I thought, well, I will do, because I'm going to do this movie club. But I thought I'll do tonight's movie club, so it's just available to anybody who wants to watch it. Then you have a choice. If you want to join the community membership, you know what you're getting. But also, I mean, if you're out there and you're thinking about it, please consider it. It's really it would be really great for you to be part of that in the channel, because I think the more we get more community members we have, more channel supporters we have, it's just building like a community together. And obviously, I'll be able to put more time into creating things on the channel, but also on the Discord, and who knows what else I might be able to do. So it just gives me an option to be able to do more things as well on this. So I think after I've got all that out, I think we should go to I think we should start with watching some videos. So I think for the first hour we'll have a look at some videos. Like I say, Jade and Charles did send a donation tonight to buy me a coffee, so we'll look at some videos on there. So I'm gonna get the wheel ready, and just before I do, I'm just going to send a link in the chat. Bear with me. So I'm going to put the Discord link in the chat. So if you're watching this now, or you're watching it later, you know, when it's after, you know, you're watching it after it's been live, just check the chat, because I'm going to put the Discord link in there now. And so this Discord link will take you to the Discord. And the Discord, I'm wondering, why has it only gone to one place? Should have gone to two. It's saying it's only gone to one location. I wonder what's happened there. But yeah, please consider going to Discord today and joining up. It's absolutely free to join the Discord. But if you do join it, it means that you'll get connection to all everything on our Discord. Just 1 minute, I'm just checking everything here. So I got Discord there, yeah. Let's come through. I've just pinned the donation to the top of the page. So anybody who's watching this, if you want to send a donation tonight, every time you send a donation, I do spin the wheel. And in the end, if we get up to £25, I will tell you a secret about myself. Okay. But I think the first thing we're going to do is actually going to do spin the wheel. Let me see if you can see it. Oh, no, there we go. Okay. So we've got a few videos lined up here. I think we should watch 2 videos from here tonight, and then depends if people want to send a donation, we'll keep going as long as people are here, you know. Like I said, I mean, I'll go on as late as people want to stay and watch. Okay, anyway, let's spin the wheel. Okay, rebirth of a transgender teenager. All right, okay. I don't remember this one, so I wonder which one this is. Let me find the video. Because I mean, I pick all these videos out, and then like normally, you know what I mean? Like, well, most of the time I recognize the title, but then there's occasionally I'll be looking and I say, I don't recognize these titles. I don't really recognize. Did I pick something called that? Okay. Rebirth. Let me see. It should be on here somewhere. Rebirth. Oh, there it is. Okay. I did pick something called that. Okay, so I'm going to. I'll just get the screen ready. Okay, so I should be able to see it. Let me just check. Okay, you got it on there. Okay, so this one, rebirth of a transgender teenager. Okay, so we'll watch this. Let me just get the music off, because it would completely interfere with everything if we had that on. Okay, so about half an hour into the show as well, so I think it's about the right time we could watch a video now. So yeah, just before we go into the video, like I said, we've got a donation bar. We've actually already reached £5 so far. If we get up to £25 tonight, like I said, I will share a secret with you all. And also, even if you just want to send a donation, even if it's just like £1, it's very, very much welcomed. And every time we get something like that, I will add that to the donation bar. And so we, you know, like I said, if another 20 people decided to send £1, we'd get up there. But also, if you become a channel member, it's £1 for a month to become a channel supporter. It's just £1. So I would add that to the donation bar as well. And even if you decide to be a community member, which is around £4, I would add that as well. Or £5 if you join via YouTube, but it's up to you. Okay, enough about that. Let's get on with the video and see what it's all about. Okay.
Good job, Johnny.
It was just mind-blowingly difficult to do because you don't know what the outcome.
Oh, okay. Oh, someone just sent £3. Oh, okay. Let me just bear with me 1 minute. Let's see if I can see who that is. Sometimes it tells me the name. Oh, it's gone off over here. 1 minute. Someone just sent a donation. Bear with me 1 minute. I just want to thank that person. Bear with me 1 minute. Has he got a name? Okay, it's disappeared. I don't know. I don't know where. Okay, well, thank you anybody. I know someone just sent a donation, so thank you anyway. I'll find out later on what's going on there. Was it super chat? Oh, I don't know. Okay, we'll worry about that later on. Oh, thank you anyway. Let me get back into the video. We'll start again there. Just put it there.
Blowingly difficult to do because you don't know what the outcome is going to be and what if everything goes wrong.
Proctor, congratulations to RFA.
Okay, so we'll start this video now. That's strange. I wonder what's going on there. Okay, it doesn't matter. We'll start this video now. So let's see what this is all about.
When I first told my mom, it took me forever to build up enough courage to even like hint at it. It was something to the fact of, I don't feel right. And after that, I couldn't really say anything, and it was a guessing game from her. Do you think you're too fat? Do you think your nose is too big? Do you think this or that? And I was just saying no.
So I mean, just stop it there for a minute. I mean, this is the thing, isn't it? I mean, it's not easy, coming out, and especially the younger you are and stuff. I mean, I don't think it's. I mean, to be honest, with you, I don't think it's easy at any age to come out, and but I mean, I mean, like when I came out to my family, I didn't live at home. So, talking to my parents and saying like, okay, I'm trans, I didn't have to stay under their roof that night. I didn't have to, deal with that. If it had been negative, if they'd have not been happy, if they'd have rebelled against me, but you know what I mean? If they'd have been against me, I could be like, well, fine, but I'm going home tonight. But like if you're a teenager and you're still under your parents, well, look, I'm not saying that all people who live at home are teenagers, but you might be old and you might live at home with your parents. But obviously most teenagers don't just live at home, they're also financially dependent on their parents. So if your parent reacts badly to you tell them that you're trans, which some parents do, I think it's 56%. They estimate of parents do react badly towards their children when they come out as trans. You've got to stay there that night, and you're also financially dependent on them. So they don't like who you are. What's your options? Not much, because your food, your shelter, everything is under their roof. So you hope they're going to accept you. If they don't accept you, that must be an awful situation. And like I say, I'm pretty sure it's awful for anyone at any age. If when I came out to my family, but I didn't live at home, and I wasn't financially dependent on my parents. So if they'd have reacted badly, I would just walk away and say, well, that's your problem, that's me. Whereas if I'd have come out when I was like 13, 14, there's no what I can do. I didn't have a job. I didn't have any money. I didn't have, I couldn't just say, well, okay, then I'm going to go live in my own apartment. What? No. How? So this is the thing, isn't it? So, yeah. Well, anyway, let's see.
The last question is, do you want to be a girl, is what she had said. And I muffled out a yes. We cried, of course, because it's like, whoa.
Okay, so Kate Booney, okay, 18, had gender reassignment surgery in April 2015. Okay, so I presume she came out before she was 18 then. I mean, obviously she just came out and then went and had surgery. She might have done. But I'm saying probably she come out when she was younger, and then she's had confirmation surgery when she was 18. I can live it, but others might not.
This is not, what you're
Put volume
thinking
up
is going to be the answer to why your child feels down a lot or unhappy. Alrighty.
Just showing you that.
Well, that's because it's part of your roots. I had lots of pictures of her up all over the house that I had to take all of them down. She just feels like it wasn't her. But then
How did any of you feel out there? Did you feel like you wanted your old pictures gone? Did you do anything like that? Did you take away some of your old pictures? If you know, I never really felt any regret for my past, how I presented before. But if you ask me, is there any pictures in my apartment, or even in my parents' house? There is actually. In my parents' house, there is pictures. But I don't really, like, for me, it doesn't really affect me. Like, I presented male because that's where I was at that part of my life. So I never had that problem. But I don't have any pictures in my apartment right now of me pre-transitioning. So in my own home, no. In my parents' home, yes. And I don't have a problem with that. Because I'm their child, and I feel like I think they loved me before, they love me now. It makes no difference. And then for me as well, I I don't I don't care. Like I'm just me. You know, I presented male because that's what situation I was in. Now I can present female as myself, so I'm happy as I am. But I know there is many trans women and trans men who don't feel that. They feel very strongly about they don't want to see how they look before. So are you like that? Do you feel that way? You know, let me know. Let me know what you think.
You start replacing your memories. When I think back, I think she.
Before surgery, when I used to take showers, I could not look down because I was disgusted at my own body. After surgery, after I had the gauze and packing and stuff removed, I was about to take a shower and stuff, and I just like looked in the mirror. There wasn't like, whoa, that's different. I just looked in the
Yeah, I mean, this is another question. I mean, how did you? I know we have. I know that there's subscribers and channel supporters out there in the audience, shall I say, who've had gender confirmation surgery. So how do you feel now? Do you feel like, I mean, I don't want to get too personal, of course. If you want to share that with me, you can do. But how do you feel now? Do you feel more comfortable? Because I do know, again, this is another thing, and I think it's kind of like some trans women, maybe it's the main thing. Like they have to get confirmation surgery. You know, they've got to feel comfortable in their own skin, and they go and they have their surgery as soon as they possibly can. I mean, I mean, I don't want to get too personal, but like I said, like myself, I never really have anything like that. I just don't have that side of me. It's a little bit different for me. It's not that I'm not thinking about having surgery. I am thinking about it. Not sure if or when I'm going to do that. I don't know. But I never had the problem with my body. I never had that. So I don't know. It's just different for everybody. But you know, again, share if you want your own opinions on this.
mirror, felt normal, moved on. It just kind of like is an instantaneous thank you. Since I was little, I knew something was always off about me. I'm not quite sure how I found it, but I was on the internet and I came across a Wikipedia page of transgender, and I was like, what the heck does that mean? I was terrified because I didn't know what it really meant, how people would treat me.
See, that's another thing as well. Like a lot of younger trans people now, they have the internet, and it's kind of like a gift, really. You know, for all the negative side of the internet, because there's a lot of negative side, and I think a lot of people get affected for emotionally as well through the internet. But the positive is like, yes, I found a website that said transgender, and then all of a sudden, you know, she knows now, like, oh, I know more about myself. You know, whereas I know a lot of you out there, and me included, I didn't have that. I didn't have that. I didn't have that access. I didn't have access to the internet when I was younger, and so when I actually did have access to the internet, of course I googled. I googled trans. I don't think I googled that. I think I used some other platform. But anyway, but I did search it, and yeah, I kind of got introduced more and understood more. So in one way, you know, all this thing about schools trying to stop education for trans people, it will stop trans people from existing anyway, but it won't. But it also means that they can still get their education, but it just means they have to go through the internet instead of a teacher, which I prefer it to be in the schools. I think it should be in the schools, so you can actually explain to people what it means to be trans instead of just reading on a website, because yes, there is good websites out there, but there's also ones that don't really have the correct information and might lead you down a path that's not really the right, that you might not understand exactly. And I think it's better if it's in schools, to be honest with you.
My brother was in like horror shock. I honestly don't think he knew how to react.
I wasn't surprised, I guess. Like I was, but I feel like I felt it coming. Because like she was growing her hair out, dyeing it, and kind of doing girl stuff, I guess. I kind of felt like I was losing my brother, but I don't know, I guess it's just like riding a bike or something, you just get used to it.
The first
Well, I mean, and again, this is where education is quite useful. I mean, she's got a brother. If the education's there for him, then it's easy for him as well. Because this is the thing, like when you transition, a lot of people around you, they might know about trans issues, right? About who trans people are. I mean, probably nowadays a bit better, but like for him, there, you see where the education would be so important, because if he'd have grown up and had the education in school, right, he'd be like, oh, okay, so I have a trans sister, right? No problem. I understand what being trans is. I understand about trans people, and then he would just be able to accept and understand. Whereas, he was like, it felt like I was losing my brother. But really, I mean, you could say that way if you want to say that, but really, you're not really losing anything, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? It's the same person, and wasn't she always? She was a girl anyway, really. So you never really lost anyone. It was just her appearance and how she was presenting was different from actually who she was. That was the only difference. It's still the same person. But I just think that with trans education, it would be easier even for young people to be able to understand. So these two, I don't know how old they are, but they are young. But it'd be easier for them to understand what's going on for both of them. And that's why it's only right that you have education in schools.
time I heard him use my name and pronouns was when he was on Xbox Live with some friends playing Call of Duty or something. And one of his friends was like, "Who's that?" Like, 'cause they could hear me. And he said, "My sister Kat." And I like almost died. I had to go out of the room because it was really a good moment for me.
Yeah, so when her brother used her pronouns and actually used her actual name, obviously a very big moment for her. So it's good that they've got that now at their young age and everything. So growing up now, they can have a healthy life together, and her brother understands who she is, so, and accepted her by the looks of it. So that's good.
It's like the new me. I finally feel like myself, so it kind of, in a sense, is a rebirth day. Like a renaissance.
Okay. Yeah, that looks like everything from that. I don't know if there's anything underneath. And that was 10 years ago. So, yeah, I'm always interested to see like where they are now, really. I see these videos and I think, I wonder where they are now. I wonder what their lives are like now. Because Kat was 18 when she had a surgery. I don't know if she was 18 in this video, but who knows what she's doing now. Hopefully she's living her life to the fullest. Hopefully she's good. Okay, so let's have a look at the comments here. Got Jade. I still have struggles with my family, but generally, they are being more supportive. People, including family, need time to adjust to the news. Give them time. Yeah, I agree there, Jade. I mean, so you that there's people in your family, maybe it wasn't so easy for them to straight away to understand or get their heads around who you were and everything like that. I mean, I guess, you know, that's why it's interesting for me to hear it from other trans women's, you know, their own experiences. Because, like, for me personally, it's another reason why I like watching these videos. Because I kind of, I don't know, my family, I would say my family tend to be like extremely laid back. My immediate family, like my mum, my dad, and my brothers, are very, very relaxed, very, very chill. Don't get really emotional about anything in the family. Well, they don't get, they just don't, they don't care. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have a younger brother, and he came out as gay, and that was, I think that was, I must admit, I did notice with my mother, she was okay, but she felt, I could see that was, she was more emotional about that, like trying to adjust to it, even though she, you know, obviously she's all right with gay people, and so she had a problem with gay people, but she just, she was like, okay, yeah, but she knew anyway. She kind of knew, because he was always, how can I say, you know, there's something you can kind of tell, like sometimes with like, I knew my brother was gay before he came out as gay. I just knew. Um, but when I came out to them as trans, it was as if they just weren't bothered. They was like, "Oh, okay, your choice," and that was it. And then we moved on. And I've never had a problem. I mean, when I went to Spain, I had some facial work done. I went with my mum and dad. I went with my mum and dad. They stayed with me while I went and had some facial work done. So they've even been involved with part of my transition. So they're quite relaxed, my family. So I never had those issues. But I know that some people, they have some quite serious, they sometimes have quite serious issues with this. So yeah, it's interesting. Okay, but yeah, if anyone else wants to share any ideas, even look, even if you're watching this after it's been live, let us know what you think. Because I'd be interested to know your opinions. I think it's good to share your ideas and stuff, and tell us what, you know, how things have affected you. Okay, now we got 2 donations already. I don't know if we got 3, because I'll tell you something that's really strange here. If someone sent a donation, because it's £6.60 on here. I'm confused by these donations tonight, because I know Jade and Charles sent a donation. Okay, I guess it is £6.60. Okay, well, it's £6.60. Well, if anyone wants to send donations, we already got another one, so I'm going to spin the wheel again. But anybody else who wants to send any donations tonight, feel free to. If we get up to £25, I'm going to tell you a secret about myself. Send the donations to Buy Me a Coffee, which is linked on the chat section. Okay, so we'll move on. We're going to spin the wheel again. So let me share that with you. Watch another video, I think. But yeah, I mean, I thought that was quite interesting. But it just always leaves me, when I watch these videos with you, I always think, like, they'll show somebody in it, like that cat, and I think, like, oh, okay, I wonder how Kat is now. I wonder how she's doing. But yeah, it doesn't seem to, like, I don't know, unless any of you know. I'd be interested to know how are they today. But anyway, let's spin the wheel. I'm going to remove that one. Okay, so Lewis, a trans man from Wales. Okay, I do remember this video. I did pick this one out, so I will find that. Trans man from Wales. Okay, I think this is it. So like I said, I mean, I don't really watch these. I just kind of watched a little bit of them and thought, okay, this looks like it'd be okay for the show. So it's a mystery to me, you know what I mean? It's a mystery to me. I don't know what's going to go off in them. But I do enjoy watching them with you. I do. Charles, it's so easy to use Buy Me a Coffee, so please help the channel. Thank you, everyone who has donated. Don't donate here. Don't donate. Thank you, Charles. Thank you. Yeah, well, it is, isn't it? I agree. And Buy Me a Coffee, it's more direct. I mean, look, I'll tell you something, right? YouTube, apparently, they say whatever you pay on YouTube is like 30%, but I think it's more because when I look at the percentage, because they'll tell me like if I get a super chat, they'll say, okay, this is a super chat, and then it says this is how much they'll give to me, and it's always like it looks more like 50%. Honestly, I mean, they say it's only 30%, but I'm like, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense. So when I add it up, I'm like, well, so yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. If someone wants to send a donation through super chats or anything like that, it's all welcome. It means a lot to me anyway. But Buy Me a Coffee, it just is so much better. It's so much better, and it's really direct and yeah, I'm really enjoying using that Buy Me a Coffee. It's been really useful and definitely means that I can keep this channel going and put a lot more time into it. So yeah, if anyone wants to donate through Buy Me a Coffee, it's very welcome and it means a lot to me. So I'll just say thanks to anyone who does that, and thank you, Charles and Jade for this tonight. Anyway, let's watch this. Okay, here we go. Let's see what this is about. Okay. So I don't know if you recognize this. Oh, Sparkles. Yeah. So I'll just stop it a little bit. I'll slow it down a little bit. So, because that's just got me thinking. I don't know. Have any of you ever been to Sparkles? So if you're in the UK, I'm I know that if you're in America, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But if you're in the UK, there is an event. I've been to it twice. I must admit, it's been a couple of years since I went there. More than a couple of years. But what do you think of it? If you have been, is it somewhere you would go again? I mean, I already am starting to think about next year going to some events, and when I do go to these events, I'm going to let you know where I'm going. Because if you want to meet up or whatever, it's possible. But Sparkles is definitely, it's kind of like transgender, cross-dressing, gender non-conforming, everything to do with like your gender identity, and there's drag queens there as well. But it normally takes place. I mean, I believe it did when I used to go there. It takes place in Manchester. The one that I went to. I don't know if there's more than one, but I presume it's just Manchester. And yeah, it's just an event, and yeah. I mean, I like Manchester anyway because I think Manchester's quite a good place to. It's normally in the like Canal Street, like an LGBTQ plus area. So I don't know. Have any of you ever been to this? I do know there's other trans prides. I know there's a trans pride in London. I've never been to it, but I know there's like a trans pride. But I don't know. You tell me. I mean, I've been to this, so let me know your thoughts. I mean, obviously, this is about Lewis. It's not about Sparkles, I presume. But just let me know what you think about Sparkles.
I'm Lewis, and I am 55 next Saturday, and I come from South Wales. I didn't go to school from the age of 11 till when I left at 16. I mitched a lot, and I think that had a lot to do with my gender identity because I never knew who I was, and I blocked so much stuff out through going through puberty. I can't even remember what that was like the first time round. I came out at 16 as being a gay woman because I really fancied women, and that's who I thought I was. And living in a small community, nobody knew any different. So I lived X amount of years as a gay woman, and then I saw a program, My Transsexual Summer, and finally the lights come on.
Okay, so I mean, just stop it there for a minute. So, so Lewis originally came out as a lesbian originally when living as presenting as female, and just thought, well, I like women, so just thought that maybe I'm a lesbian. But later on in life, Lewis saw I think it's called my transgender summer. Or transsexual summer. I forget what they just said. Lewis just said what it was. But anyway, and I think I've mentioned this show before on here. I too remember watching that show, and in the final episode, um, I'm in the final episode, but I'm in the background in the club. So there's a club scene at the very. I'll have to find the episode sometime. But there's a bit in the final episode. I mean, I've told you this story before, but the final episode of my transsexual summer, I'm in the background dancing. But I don't look like I do now. It was earlier days, but yeah, I'm in it, and yeah, I remember watching that. I thought it was I really enjoyed it. So I can understand why someone might watch that and decide to come out.
I identified with that guy and I said, I need to be a man. And like went to my GP, they didn't have any idea of transgender people. And I said, well, I've never met one either. So we started the process of learning together. But
Yeah, and that's good and bad. Good in the fact that like, okay, the GP was willing to like, well, I don't know much about trans people, but I'm willing to kind of learn, and that's good. But on the bad side is, I think the GP should know, and it should be there. That knowledge should be there. So it's good that the GP is like open, saying, you know what, I want to know. It's important. I'm going to learn. I'm going to find out. And Lewis is like, yeah, I don't know. I know I'm trans, but I don't know anything about being trans. And there's Lewis also like learning and stuff. So it's good, but also kind of bad that we live in a world where we have GPs that don't really know. Probably like my GP, that's not even interested, to be honest with you.
if it wasn't for Lewis, and I will say this, I might not be here today, so I can't thank him and the other people enough for doing the programme. Yeah, even though transitioning is like a roller coaster, I wouldn't change it for anything. Finding me and the journey of finding out who I am is an amazing journey, and I embrace every single day and every minute of it, of this journey, because I have no idea who I'm going to end up as. I have no idea who I'm going to become, but it is part of this transitioning journey.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, Lewis saying like a journey or whatever. I mean, I sometimes use those words. Will say like I'm on a journey, and I mean, I don't know where I'm going to be, what I'm going to become, or who I'm going to be, like kind of where my destination is. But I kind of agree with this. I mean, you know, in my position where I am, I mean, obviously, I'm into my journey, as it were. I feel like I'm on my journey, and I'm much more into my journey now. So I can kind of look back and kind of say, oh yeah, I'm kind of me. I'm more me in the sense I can look in the mirror and I can recognize myself. But I mean, I am me anyway. Like, so I was never really like becoming someone different. I don't feel myself. I feel like I am still me, but I am the person that I was inside. You couldn't see this person, but now this person is. People can see me now. So I feel that's the journey I've kind of come. I've kind of, you know, I guess like you could be like a butterfly, couldn't it? You know what I mean? Like where you break out of your shell or whatever, and you you become this butterfly or whatever. You know, out the was it caterpillar or whatever it is. Yeah, you know, that kind of thing. But I mean, it's kind of like, okay, like Lewis as an example. Before, Lewis didn't present this way, couldn't see what was really inside, and now you can see Lewis. So Lewis can be seen now. So I guess, I don't know, I'm trying to say, like, that's my kind of view of it. It's like the journey to be who you are, to be seen as who you are. You already know who you are, but then you do learn as well, because you don't know what your fashion is, you don't know what your look is. I always say about my hair, I didn't know how my hair would look because I didn't do my hair like this when I was presenting male. So I guess you do discover things about yourself. It's a journey.
You can be who you are. It is never too late, and there is always somebody out there that can help.
Okay, well, it's quite a short video, but I think quite to the point as well. about Lewis there, and I think, yeah, I relate to what he said. Let's see, Jade. If anyone wants to talk about trans issues, give us a shout in Discord. Yes, thank you, Jade. Well, do you know what I'll do? I'm going to share. Now you've brought it up, I'm going to share the Discord link again. Yeah, you're right. You know, just go to the Discord. If anybody wants to talk about trans issues, just go there because I mean, and here as well. We can talk here as well, but definitely go there. I'll just share the link there. Well, you are so beautiful in more ways than one, Rachel. Thank you, Charles. Thank you. That means a lot. You know, it means a lot. You know, I like that. Thank you. No, thank you for that, Charles. But I've just shared the Discord. I'm going to put it underneath the thing here. So it's like a link. If you've not used Discord before, you can basically just follow the link here. It's below the video as well. And when you click on this link, it'll take you to Discord. It's like an invite to the actual Discord. And once you're in there, you're part of the Discord, and you'll find like-minded people you can talk with, and you'll also find like myself. I will be there, and you can ask questions, or if you want to share something. So if you're still trying to figure it out as well, if you're trying to figure it out, or if you already know who you are. It's fine. Everybody's welcome. Even if you're just interested in trans issues and you're just interested in trans people and stuff like that, and I want to know more about trans issues and stuff, you're more than welcome to join. It's not like, you have to be transgender, or you have to be you have to be like know things about transgender issues. No, just join. And we talk about other things as well. So it's just a welcoming place. If you want somewhere to join and meet people and stuff like that, you're more than welcome to join there. I mean, I'd love you to join. So yeah, that's the Discord. Anyway, so we've been on about an hour. So what I wanted to do was I was going to I've got a movie lined up, and so let me try and explain this to everybody. Now, those of you who've already joined the community membership, there's two memberships on this channel. There's two memberships. The standard membership we have on this channel is called Channel Support. And Channel Support gives you access to a private chat in Discord. And it also gives you access to every Sunday we have a show that is just for channel supporters. So if you want to do that, if you want just access to that, oh, by the way, also it supports the channel. It's a big one as well. It makes it possible for me to keep making these videos. Basically it's £1. I mean, it'll be different depending on where you are. If you're in Europe or if you're in America or something like that, yes, it will be a different price in the sense, but it'll still be the equivalent of £1. UK pound, and you get a month's membership, and you basically would get 4 live shows a month roughly, and like I say, access to the private Discord just for £1. So it's it's not much at all, but it really makes a difference. Believe me, it really makes a difference. So if you're interested in joining that, you can join it. Basically, it's via YouTube. That's the only way you can join. And just click on the join link. There's a link below this video, but also there's even on all the pages. If you just click on one of the channel member videos, it will take you to the page, and you'll be able to join the channel support section. Like I say, it's just £1, and you get a month's membership. Also, we do have another thing which is called community membership. Now, I created this. I was wondering when to bring it out, when to do it, because I knew I was going to do it anyway. And this one's a little bit different. This one is if you can support the channel at a higher rate, because it's roughly about £4 a month. But what you get from that is you get 2 extra shows a week. Now, I've decided already I'm going to make them live. So I'm hoping to do them every Friday and Saturday live. Probably around 7 o'clock, Friday night and Saturday night. But they will become privated just for community members. So community members get these extra 2 shows, and what they are is one is called Movie Club, and the other is called YouTube Watch. It's a bit like what we do in these live shows now, but you get we watch a movie. Now, right now, I'm just doing very basic movies, just short films and stuff like that. But eventually, when I get a bit more used to it, I'm going to do bigger films. And I think it was Franny that mentioned it earlier on. Was it Breakfast at Pluto or something? I think he said. Franny, she said. Sorry, Franny. Said about Breakfast at Pluto, which is a film. Okay. Now, if I do that film, for example, what I'll do with that film is I would probably have to prepare it. So it's a lot more work. So I can't do it at the moment. But eventually, I do plan to do films like that. So hopefully, I will do that. But what's going to happen is at the moment, it's just going to keep it quite simple. So what I want to do today is I want to do the movie club, but do it live. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do now. Okay, so I got to the point now. You understand what I'm saying? And that will only be available to community members. So like for example, next week, if you don't become a community member, you won't be able to see this. I'm giving it away free this week to let everybody see it. I love trans people because they are more truthful and very friendly. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Charles. Good night, all. Keep enjoying the live show. Oh, you're going now. I'm going to do the movie thing now. Okay, but anyway, well, thanks anyway, Charles. Well, here's the thing. Just so you all know, when I do this, I'm not guaranteed that this movie will stay live on here as well, because YouTube can be quite funny about this. So even though I'm going to do this today, I'm going to try and watch this movie on the channel. I have no guarantee that it will stay on. Pretty sure it might get copyrighted, so that means there'll be no whatever. Basically, it gets copyrighted. I don't know. Sometimes they can take the video down. Sometimes it could be that the video ends up it gets demonetized. But whatever, you know what I mean. That could happen as well. Well, let's see what happens. But I'm going to do it anyway. So and then this video, I'm going to actually I'm going to cut it out and I'm going to put it onto the movie club, and it might just be available for the movie club after. So if you're watching this now, you're lucky, because I might not even make it available to anybody after the fact. So it might be just available to the community members after once it's been live. So I think we should start with it now. Look, been an hour in the show. Let's do this. Let's do it. Yeah. Let me see. Franny. Hi, Franny. Since the producers of the film are very pro-trans, that may let you have a copyright. Well, yes and no. The thing about copyright, I just explain from a YouTube creator. You have a thing called fair use. So you can cover films and stuff as long as for like a movie, you can't put a film on. All right. So for example, I couldn't take like The Danish Girl. I couldn't just say, right, we're going to watch The Danish Girl now. You couldn't do that. Impossible. That's going to break copyright. But what you can do is you could take sections from The Danish Girl, and then you could comment on those sections. That's the only way you could do it. There is ways around it. As long as it's fair use, it has to be transformative. But the thing is, YouTube has a really, really high copyright thing. So basically, even if you do fair use, a lot of the time they still get you on copyright, which even when you're doing fair use. So that's why the movie club is kind of has to be really privated and has to be part of the community membership, because chances are that it'll get copyright striked anyway. It'll have no monetization on it. So I might as well just say, look, it's all, if you want this, it's private. Because otherwise it's just going to be, they're just going to be funny about it. So the more advanced we get, which we will do, but we need more people to sign up for the community membership, basically, because it's a big job. But I want to do it. But it's a big job. So hopefully more people will sign up. Have you had your blood results and you on your HRT and want to discuss? We have a channel on Discord for that too. Just ask. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you're right there, Jade. Yes, we do. People can go in and discuss blood work and other things. Can discuss about hormones, how it's affected different people. Get advice on just from other people that have experience and their advice. Obviously, it's not medical advice. None of us are doctors, but we do have experience, and that's important as well. So Roger Wilson, hello, nice to see you here. Hi from New Zealand. Love your content. Oh well, thank you, Roger. Wow, New Zealand, the other side of the world. It must be like, I wonder what time it is there. It must be like, well, let's think it's nighttime here. So it must be like the morning for you. It must be like early morning. Like, I don't know. You'll be having your breakfast or something now, won't you? In New Zealand. Wow. So cool. Well, thank you for being here. It's really cool. And thank you for being a subscriber, because only subscribers, I think, can. Well, yeah, you have to be a subscriber. Only subscribers can message me on here. So thanks for subscribing as well. If you want, Roger, maybe become a community member. Well, first become a channel supporter. Become a channel supporter, and you can see the Sunday show as well. Wow, 9:45 a.m. Well, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What day is it today then? It'd be Saturday. What? Saturday morning. Wow. I've always wanted to do like morning shows. Now I know I can do morning shows in New Zealand. Because if I'm doing them at night, I can do morning shows. Yeah, it's nighttime here. I'm gonna have some dinner in a minute. I haven't even eaten my breakfast yet. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna breakfast now. I mean, I haven't had my dinner yet, so I've got to have my dinner yet. But after the show. Okay, after the show. Anyway, get excited. It's the morning in New Zealand. Yeah, I think it's cool. That's the beauty of the internet, though, isn't it? Like, you can be on the other side of the world, and we're all in the same time. At the end of the day, we're all about. We got American viewers here. We got British whatever, British viewers, and we got New Zealand viewers. And if there's anyone else from anywhere else, you let us know where you're from. But yeah, we've got a mixture. Anyway, so we're gonna watch a video. And like I say, if anyone wants to still send donations during the video, please do. We can still watch some videos after and stuff as well. And if we get to £25 tonight, yeah, I'm going to tell you a secret. But let's watch this video. So I picked out a video. Let me just find it before the show. I had a few that I was thinking about doing, and this one kind of stuck out to me. I thought it'd be interesting. Again, I've watched bits of it. I've not watched the full movie. I mean, it's only like 20 minutes long, if that. It's not like a feature-length film. But I watched about 5 or 6 minutes of it, and I thought, okay, this looks interesting. So we'll see. Let me find it though, because it's disappeared. Where are you? Oh, here it is. Bear with me 1 minute. Okay. So it's called First Day. It's a short film. If there's anything I can tell you about it. Naomi is hoping for a fresh start at a new school, but her past follows her on the first day. Okay. And this video is how old is it? Not that old. It was February 2022. So it's on YouTube. It was done by the Open University. Just yeah, they did it. Anything else I can tell you about it? They turned the comments off, so no one can comment on it. Okay. Well, all right. They don't want people commenting on it. So let me share it with you. Ta-da. There we go. So make it a bit bigger so you can see it. So yeah, let's have a watch of this. Let's see what it's about, and then we can talk about it as well. What I'll probably do is watch the whole thing, and then I'll come back to the chat. But feel free to put anything in the chat while I'm going through it. We'll Roger, it's daylight savings here as it's spring. Oh, right, yeah. Oh, yeah, because you're on the other side, aren't you? Because it's like autumn here. So it's spring over in New Zealand, yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice. Well, yes, I guess it's the weather's kind of okay-ish, I guess. I mean, I guess it's the opposite to what we're having, or pretty similar, actually. Anyway, so yeah, let's get into this video. And any comments, you feel free to put comments in, and I'll address them all near the end and stuff. Rachel, the international. Oh, well, yeah. Well, isn't it? Yeah, I guess international show tonight, definitely. Well, it's most nights. There's always, Jade. There's always people from different countries, all over the world. That's the great thing about the internet. It's all over the world. Okay, so we're gonna watch a bit of this film, and then I'm gonna talk a little bit about it. And yeah, and then anything you want to add, just please do. Okay.
Do you want me to come in?
I'll be fine. Are you gonna be late for work?
Perks of being a freelancer.
Like freeloader. Still living at home with mum and dad.
I know you complain when you need my credit card.
Oh, that reminds me. You can pay for my laser hair removal.
Isn't that covered on the NHS?
You're a funny guy.
I'm just gonna stop it here. I mean, this is my own personal thing. I presume, because this is like the girl here, she's going to school. I don't know how old the guy is supposed to be, so I'm just kind of a bit confused about this. If like is something going on here, but I mean, let me know what you think. I'm just kind of like, so he's working, but he lives at home. Is he a lot older than her? I mean, I don't think this matters in the film context, but I just thought it was a bit interesting where they started the film. Is it saying? So I'm a little bit confused. It's like basically it's a boyfriend, a bit like older than her in some way. Not that it matters in some ways, but then it could matter in other ways, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, how old is she? So I'm a little bit questioning this part, but anyway. But I think it doesn't matter in the context of the film. I don't think it comes back. It just seems a bit iffy for me at this beginning of the film. But anyway, let's see. But I don't think it really matters in the whole context of everything.
How much is it?
Just my face? 600?
Piss off.
Minimum?
And that just there about the hair laser. I don't know. I've had hair laser removal. £600. I wish. I mean, I know here in the UK you can actually get like I think he said then like can you get it on the NHS or whatever. I actually did get offered laser hair removal for my face on the NHS, but it was only so many sessions. There was only a few sessions, and then the rest I paid for myself, and it cost me way more than £600. I paid well over 1,000, maybe more. So I don't know. It's a lot more than what she's saying. Just thought I'd add that.
I'll see you after school.
Oh, I'll walk back.
You sure?
Yeah, it'll be good to stretch my legs.
Alright. Call if you need to.
I will.
Respect for that sign there. Let me give me attitude. Guys,
Miss
can you make
Rivers.
sure you sign the bottom of the form, please, before I come round and collect them in?
Miss Rivers,
Thank
what are
you.
you doing
Ryan,
this
can you
weekend?
get back into your seat, please?
What are you doing this weekend?
So much.
Yeah.
You just sign the bottom of there for me.
Who is that?
Ah, you must be our new student. Naomi, formerly from Woodbridge. I've got you down to budget with Hope, if that's okay.
So I don't know if any of you have ever had to like join another school during term. I never had to do this, so I've never experienced what it must be like to like walk into a class. I guess presumably as the school year has already begun. All I can think of is a long time ago since I was at school, but all I can think of that probably would be terrifying at least when you already start the year off, you've already got those connections. But I don't know what it's like walking in halfway through a term, especially when you're trans as well. You know.
Miss.
Yes, what is it?
Are you single?
Thank you very much, Ryan. Thank you. How's your journey in today?
Don't fancy your chances. She was just with a guy who drives.
School trip that we're going on, so if you are interested,
So,
I can get you.
I got mates at the bridge. You confirm her status.
So in the meantime, you can sit.
On my lap.
Yeah, there is always one like that, isn't there, in class? I mean, I know when I was at school, there was definitely boys like that. Hello, Jesse. Nice to see you here tonight. Thank you for joining. It's good to see you here. We're just watching a film at the moment.
Bear with me a moment. I'll just go and get you a seat.
Is your name Nathan? Are you a boy?
Do I look like a boy?
You do here.
So you see, I mean, it's just kind of interesting to see this because, I mean, firstly, how awful that would be to be in that situation. But you think about any like young trans people be in this situation where, even just being at school, if they went from like one school to another or something, and even presenting as themselves, but this is the thing, isn't it? You know, like kids are going to be more. I get, you know, I mean, I think this is realistic. I honestly feel like kids would be like this. Not even if you know, I don't mean they're trying to be nasty in the sense, whatever, like, but they would do this. And again, like I've said so many times, if you've got education, if you teach kids from a young age about trans education, stuff like that, I think you just, you know, this wouldn't be, people would just say, oh, right, okay, so she's trans. That's, if you give that education from a young age, say this boy here is like, hey, look, this is, oh, she's trans, like that. Then other people in the class will be like, oh, all right. You know, if it's just becomes like they just know and they get used to being around trans people and they understand trans people, it'd just be just shut down straight away because no one would care. No one would care. It won't be an issue.
So, what are you?
I mean, it could be an argument that before she came into the class, the teacher could introduce her and explain to the class. But I still feel like, personally, what I feel should be the system is young. I mean, because these students are obviously, you know, older students. I mean, you know, just looking at them, I would presume that they're supposed to be, you know, near the end of their school years. All right, maybe the final years of school. So if you give trans education, you know, to younger people, so like when they're at school, I'm saying under 10 years old, much younger. I'm saying like from the beginning, to be honest, with like school books and things like that. By the time they get to this age, they just know that trans people exist. I'm not saying they have to be like totally acceptant of trans people in that sense. But if you've got a class of people just know about trans people, even if you had maybe say these boys here, they were like, oh, they think it's funny. Okay, they might think it's funny, but then the rest of the class would be like, not really interesting, because I already know what trans people are, so it's not interesting to me. They won't be bothered. So that's why education is so important.
Right. I don't suppose anyone will tell me what that was all about.
So I mean, we see there that obviously, like she said at the beginning, she wanted to have the laser hair removal, and then the first thing she went for was trying to replace, she was trying to pick out some of her hair from her face. So obviously that's her kind of what she feels really sensitive about, like, he's just kind of outed her. And then at the same time, she's like really feels like, it's my facial hair. I need to get rid of this facial hair. So like a big problem for me. And she obviously, that's the first thing she went to attack. She just thought, okay, that's my problem. That's what I need to get rid of.
Not a great start to your first day.
Guy was being a prick. No, I don't want to talk about it.
Well, we don't use language like that in this school or storm out of classrooms.
Oh, well, but it's fine for boys to like offer up their laps, yeah?
Okay, I will talk to him about that later.
Why don't you talk to him now?
Because we're discussing your behaviour now. Was he being discriminating?
Yes.
Okay, well, we take accusations of racism very seriously at this school.
He wasn't being racist.
So what then?
He was being transphobic.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm trans.
Oh. Well, I wasn't aware.
And I wanted to keep it that way.
And now it's public knowledge.
Yeah, because he told everyone what school I went to.
Apologies. I've never encountered this problem before.
Problem.
So I mean, just stopping here for a little bit. I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? That there is like the tack there. Like, so she wanted to go in there and didn't want anyone to know she was trans. Wanted to just come in as a new student, and her background didn't matter, and she could just get on with her life. And then, like, obviously, where the teacher actually said what school she used to go to, that's where it kind of outed her. And then, obviously, that boy then spread that throughout the class. But yeah, this is another thing. It's like how teachers need to be kind of taught how to deal with the situation, in the sense of like, okay, you have a trans student. How do you make it so that trans student can come in there and be, comfortably accepted into the class? The teacher didn't know she was trans. Fair enough. But then maybe the teacher does need to know some of these things so that they know how to interact properly, Obviously, then we'll probably have said, okay, I won't mention your past school and things like that. We'll keep that away so that if you don't want people to know you're trans, you don't need to do that, instead of out in the student.
Situation. Sorry. Okay, going forward, would you like the school to put something in place where everyone recognises your new identity?
Or maybe you could just see me as a normal girl starting a new school. How about that?
Yes. Sure.
What if someone calls me by my dead name?
Your what?
My dead name, what I was called before.
And unless it's inherently offensive to the words that are being said.
Dead naming a trans person is offensive. Look it up. People only say that to hurt us.
So just at this point here, I feel like they should have been. It feels like the teacher, or shall I say more like the school, hasn't put a process in here. Like, okay, the student came in and didn't say that they were trans, so they didn't have any knowledge of this, but there should be a procedure in there. As soon as the teacher does know, there is a procedure to follow, and that way the teacher's not having to struggle like this. So I don't really blame everything around it. I say there's no system here. There's no system, because you can't expect everybody to just have knowledge of how to deal with a certain situation. And I think it's kind of like, even though it's wrong what's happening here, I still feel like there should just be a procedure in the school. And that teacher should just know, oh, I have a transgender student. This is how best to approach this situation, and then know how to speak with the student. Like, she doesn't know about dead naming. She doesn't know about, anything about trans people. Didn't know that she didn't, do I need to do anything differently? Like she says, you don't need to do anything different. Just accept me as a new girl in class, and that's all I want. But she does need to know about dead naming and stuff like that. It's like, don't call her a name that isn't her name. Call her name.
Like, what if someone's racist to me because I'm Chinese? What then?
Well, admittedly, we do have more experience when it comes to race. Look, for now, I advise you just to ignore them.
Ignore them? You don't care, do you? None of you do. People always come at me with like these statistics, like, oh, 1 in every 4 trans people attempt suicide. So that's like the reason why my existence is wrong. But we're not killing ourselves because we're trans. We're killing ourselves because of people like that boy, and because of people like you who let it happen.
I'm kind of torn personally. I feel like, I mean, like, first that boy is just stupid for a start, and I think that the teacher doesn't. I've never met a trans person. I think they want, but I don't know, by the acting, I would say that I feel like they want to learn. It's not like they don't want to do anything, but don't know how to do it. So for me, it's like, firstly, it's got to be education for the students, so that doesn't happen. I think for the teacher also, procedures and education for the teachers so they know what to do when they have a trans student. But then also I understand completely where the transgender pupil's coming from, because I'm saying, yeah, that is why a lot of trans people do end their lives and stuff, because they feel, especially like young trans people, because they feel like, alone. They don't feel like they got the help. But if all these other things were in process in the procedures and were there, this wouldn't happen, because this teacher would already know how to speak with a trans pupil, and then you would have the students probably would have less problems dealing with a trans student because they know about transgender people. I mean, let me know what you think out there, but that's just my take on it. I do think like this teacher seems like she's interested. I don't think like she doesn't know what to do. She just totally lost. Like, she doesn't know about dead naming. She doesn't know about she needs to come and learn about trans people. And the best way to learn is probably talk with this trans pupil. But the problem is, when she talks to this trans pupil, she's going to get everything wrong because she doesn't know how to talk to her. She doesn't know anything about being trans. I mean, also, it's kind of like, it makes sense as well why, like, when you've got young trans people, why it's so hard for them to also come out. It's not just coming out to the parents. It's like they've got to go through school. And I mean, I'm not taking anything away from anyone who's older, because you've got work, haven't you, to deal with when you come out when you're older. But what I mean is, it's like school is kind of like, you don't, when you're at work, you don't expect, like, if someone was to, what is it, at work, if someone started to kind of misgender you and be nasty to you, there's more recourse for that, because even in most companies would say, come on, there's no point to be nasty to someone. And adults tend to be a bit more like, they know when they're doing something wrong, whereas children and young people can take it to the point of, like, where you feel like you want to end everything, because they can just keep going at you. And there's a lot more. I don't think it's in children can be more nastier than adults. I think they can be, in a sense of, from a school point of view.
Are you supposed to be here? These are the sixth form toilets. What are you doing? Oh, cat got your tongue. Speak up.
Privacy.
My God, your voice. Are you a guy?
She's trans. Leave her alone.
I mean, and here's something quite, important to mention at this particular point. Now in the UK, after the Supreme Court ruling, it is actually this actual situation now. This student has confronted her, saying, "Oh, why are you using the sixth form?" So this is the sixth form toilets, okay? So why are you using these toilets? And she said, "Well, I want privacy." But here's the thing, right? What they're trying to do in the UK is stop trans pupils like this from being able to use the female toilets. That's what they're doing in England at the moment. I think England, Scotland, and Wales, and Northern Ireland. So you imagine how awful that is for that trans pupil. Like, but basically, she would have to use. I presume she'd have to use the men's, unless they've got disabled toilets. So That's how bad it is now. Since the Supreme Court ruling, that's what those people want from the Supreme Court ruling. They would want a trans pupil like this to have to go in the men's toilets with those boys, the boys that are picking on her.
Freak. No need to thank me.
Thank you for what? Telling more people that I'm trans. Do you even realize what you... No, of course you don't. Cis girl, I swear.
I'm sorry. Look, I just want to learn.
Why?
Because I want to help. Besides, I'm your official buddy. Like, I didn't get a chance to catch up with you yesterday, but I wanted to say you're really pretty for a trans girl.
For a trans girl?
Yeah, I mean, you look like a real girl.
Yeah, probably totally all the wrong word in here. Again, I mean, at least this girl, she wants to be an ally. But I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I understand where this trans people's coming from. I totally understand where she's coming from, Naomi. But I think at the same time, like I can see straight away. Well, this cis girl, she wants to be an ally. So I mean, as long as you explain to her, like, you know, don't say this, don't say that. It's, you know, it's more correct. I mean, this is again back to education, but I mean, education is everything, isn't it? But yeah, I can see that she wants to be an ally. She's not the enemy. She wants to help. It's just she doesn't know how to say the word. I mean, I admit when I first started transitioning, I would get upset when people misgendered or used the wrong words. I guess it's just that I'm at a different time in my life, where I can be more acceptant and kind of more understanding of when someone's trying to learn and when someone's being, you know, there's a difference between someone who wants to learn and somebody who's doing it nastily. She didn't do it nastily. She did it. She just didn't know what to say. Yes, she's wrong, but it doesn't. But she didn't do it in a negative way. She didn't do it deliberately. So I think there's room there to just explain to her, and I think she will listen to you.
Yeah, I am a real girl. That's kind of the point.
No, sorry, I misspoke again. But, I mean, you were still born a boy, weren't you? But even then, like, nothing about you gives it away.
Well, I did shave this morning.
You shave?
Yeah. Don't you?
No.
You've never shaved your legs?
Oh, yeah, I do that.
Yeah, me too. I shaved my legs this morning. Guess we got that in common.
That's not all. I got bullied as well.
What, did people call you a boy too?
No, but I got called a giraffe at primary school. Growth spurt. It was so embarrassing. I towered over everyone for years.
That must have been so hard for you.
I mean, I'm not saying it's on the same level as what you deal with, but I guess I know from experience that it helps to have friends to step in sometimes.
Well, I guess someone's giving me a hard time.
Yeah, like with that sick former just now.
Or like if your mate, Ryan.
Again, I mean, at least she's trying to understand. Maybe the bullying is a little bit different, you know, but at least she's trying to understand, I think. So I think this girl, I would see her as a possible ally. I'd be more thinking, okay, this is someone I can probably, you know, hopefully she's here to learn, and that's good.
Where were you? I called. And you're still joining us after school, yeah? Gemma and Dean are in.
I can't speak for myself.
Shut up.
Sorry, I was with Naomi.
Yeah, he's not coming.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, when I remember school, I know there was boys like this in school. So what do you do? What do you do in a situation like that? I don't know. I mean, there is students like this, and isn't much you can do. You know, whatever. They tend to be more bullying. They tend to be more nastier about what they say and things like that. How do you deal with that? I mean, again, there's to be procedures in school to kind of sort that out. But I think at the end of the day, you're always going to have students like this. And I mean, like he's just nasty to everyone, isn't he? He's nasty to these girls here. He's nasty to Naomi. So I mean, he's just nasty to everyone, isn't he? I guess that's his style. But I'm not saying it's not acceptable. Of course, it's not acceptable, but the only way is to kind of say to him, hey, you know, the teachers need to say, like, you know, shouldn't be doing this. It's not the way to act in school.
Why not?
I don't invite liars.
What did she lie about exactly?
He's trying to pass himself off as a girl. That's lying. Look.
Delete.
Oi.
She is not obligated to share that information with
But
everyone.
he is obligated to because he looks like a girl.
Why?
What if someone gets with her?
What if someone gets with her?
He'd have to come clean, no?
Why? Do you want to get with her?
No.
And this is an interesting argument as well, because I mean, I brought this up recently when there was a court case where a trans woman ended up getting in trouble because she slept with a guy, and then later on she came out as trans to the guy, and there were loads of people had like different opinions. There was two sides to the argument. Some people were saying, oh no, she should say that she's trans first, and then, you know, my side of the argument, I was saying, no, why does she's a woman. He wanted to sleep with her, and he slept with a woman. So I think, why do you need to do that? You know, it's not that we go around saying we're trans. You know, it's like I said, she's a woman. But like he's saying there, like he's saying, oh well, no, she needs to. He's saying but she needs to tell everyone that she's trans, because if someone gets with her and they don't know, so he's on the other side of the argument, and he's like these two kind of arguments. But the thing is, at the end of the day, whatever she was at the start, look where she is now, and not where she was. She's a woman. She lives as a woman. She presents as a woman. She's recognized as a woman. So she doesn't need to be going around saying, well, once upon a time, you know, in the past, I was assigned male at birth. It's not a factor. It doesn't matter. And if this guy wanted to get with her, well, that's who he wants to get with. Who cares what her past was? You know, you don't. You know, someone's had plastic surgery or something like that. You don't go around saying like, well, how did you look before? Because if you weren't as beautiful before, I don't want to get with you. It's like you go with what you see in front of you. And if you like what you see, that's what you go for, isn't it? Anyway.
What? No.
Well, then why do you care?
I don't.
To be fair, Hope, I don't want him perving on us in the change room.
And see, that's another thing as well. Like she just said there, I don't want him perving on us in the change room. I mean, look, this is the thing, right? Firstly, trans women don't go around perving on people in the changing room. And if you're bothered about, if you're concerned, oh, well, what happens if, let's say Naomi is bisexual, or Naomi is attracted to women, okay? You could say, oh, well, that we can't allow that. It's like, if you're going to do that, that means you've got to ban every gay and lesbian student also from single-sex spaces. So if you think, because, oh, yeah, are trans women same-sex attracted? Some are, yeah. Some trans women like women. They do. Some trans women, they like men. Some trans women like men and women, okay? Some are asexual and they're not interested sexually in either sex. But if you're going to start saying, oh, well, I don't want any trans women in the changing room because they might perv on me, then the first thing I would say to her is say, so you want all lesbian students out as well? We need to identify everyone who's LGBTQ+ and kick them out of the toilets and the changing rooms. Because that's what you're saying.
I promise to look after you both with every inch of my soul.
Well done, you two. That was very realistic. So, for the next scene, can we have Ryan? You can be the husband, and Naomi, you can be the wife. So, you're 5 months pregnant, and you're discussing your expectations of parenthood.
I don't think so.
You selected drama over geography.
I'm just not that good of an actor.
To convince us of what?
But I'm married to him.
Excuse me?
I'm not acting with him.
Well, I mean, regardless of that, I mean, if you're doing drama, regardless, that's what acting is, isn't it? Anyway, even if you think, even if you don't want to accept Naomi as who she is, I mean, he said I'm not a good actor. It's like, well, why are you doing drama anyway? Because if you're doing drama, it should be like you can do anything. You should be able, even if you don't agree with something, you should be able to do it. Like if he said, oh, I want you to do a gay act as a gay person in a gay relationship, and we're gonna film, we're gonna not film it, but if we're gonna act that, you should be able to do it. So, so like, what's he even doing this for? Do you know what I mean? Why is he even doing drama? But again, I mean, is there students like this in school? Of course there is. There is students like this, isn't there? But yeah, someone needs to pull him up on what he's doing. Someone needs to pull him because he is. I think now it's going. It's not just bullying. It's kind of like it's too much now. I feel like he's really just being offensive to Naomi all the time. I think to be honest, I think the teachers are not realizing this should have been talked about already in the staff room and discussed. They should have been saying, look, he's keeps attacking Naomi. They should have this already. Some organizers organizing this already. So they're failing Naomi here by doing this.
Naomi, what are your pronouns?
She, her.
Think you mean her?
Oh, okay. How is she gonna give birth? You said 5 months pregnant.
You're right, I did, my bad. Lots of mothers don't give birth themselves. You could be doing IVF, using a surrogate, you could be thinking about adopting. There are plenty of options. So, you're a couple discussing having a child. Go.
Oh, man. It's just not realistic.
I think at this point I would just say to him, all right, you sit down over there. I'm going to get someone else who's going to do this, and then I'm going to talk to you after class. That's what I would do as a teacher. I'd be like, look, okay, this is what you're doing. You sit out. You're going to sit down for a bit out of the way because I'm running a drama class, right? Hey, I'm asking you to act. It doesn't matter what you think of Naomi right now, but I would definitely sit down with a student after and say, what's your problem? Why you got this problem?
Ryan, you're acting. Make it realistic.
I'm not doing it.
You're refusing to participate?
Oh, looks like it.
Well, your grades will reflect that decision. Can we have another partner, please?
I'll do it.
Thank you, Hope.
What's so nice? He's gay as well.
Trans people can be gay too.
What, so you pretend to be a girl to get with girls?
Ryan! That's enough.
Yeah, you see, and another thing is, like, I think that's going too far as well. It's like, no, but the thing is, like, this is too far. I mean, it does need pointing at. I think at this point, this student definitely needs to be in trouble for this. I mean, like, not just like misgendering and look, I'll accept that maybe this student hasn't had education, probably doesn't really understand trans people that well, and is probably doesn't like the idea of trans people. But I feel like the teachers need to step in and kind of guide this student in the right direction. I mean, it's like you just can't have this. I mean, and does this go on in schools? Probably.
No. I was pretending to be a boy. But you know what, yeah? Even back when I was pretending to be a boy, I still got more girls than you.
Okay, I mean, this is. I don't even know if that's a good way of organizing. I mean, I don't know. Where's this gonna go? I mean, he already doesn't like her. He's gonna hate her now.
Nice accent earlier.
Thanks. You too. Make a good life.
Good to know. Not many boys worth dating in this school. Are you with that guy who drops you off then?
Oh my god. That's my brother. Oh my god.
Oh, okay. So that answered my question at the beginning of the at the beginning of this thing, because I was like, when I saw it, I was like, wait, this is a bit odd, you know, because I was thinking like he seems too old for her, but obviously it was just a brother, so that makes sense. Yeah, well, I was like, what's going on here? You know what I mean?
This is, I'm not even my kinds of guy, so.
You know it's so dumb what Ryan said earlier about you pretending to be a girl to get girls.
Why?
Because you've made it so much harder for yourself. I didn't know any girls that would date a trans girl.
I don't know. You seemed pretty into me earlier.
Stop it.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing as well. Like, I mean, look, sexuality and gender identity are two separate things, and you know, I don't know. I think I've over the years I've talked to many different trans women and trans women online and stuff like that, and I feel like it's a mixture. I feel like you've got trans women, I mean, who really into men, prefer men, and then I've come across trans women that prefer other trans women. And to me, I just think that really it makes no difference. Just like any cis woman or any cis man, you know, you when you love someone, you love who you love. Like she said, I don't know many girls who would date another a trans woman. Maybe some girls wouldn't. Maybe they won't. But there's plenty that do. Because you can go online, you can see cis women who date trans women. So that's not true. And like I say, it's nothing to do with your sexuality being trans. It's purely to do with your gender identity. It's totally a separate thing.
So you were straight before?
I don't know. Not really. I mean, I was never really a boy, so I guess I was always gay.
You never a boy? Weren't you born as one?
I mean, yeah, like I was assigned male at birth, but I never identified with that. My gender identity was always female.
Sex and gender are different. I thought everyone identified as one or the other.
Okay, so most people, like you, are cisgender. That means that you identify with the gender that you were assigned at birth. But some people are transgender, which means that they identify as a different gender to the one that they were assigned at birth. Like me, I'm a binary trans man, which means that I identify as female, even though I was assigned male at birth. But there are some people who are non-binary, which means they don't identify as either male or female.
Okay, so you identify as female and are attracted to females?
I don't know. I'm still working on it. Like, I'm attracted to femininity, but I don't know if that means that I'm just attracted to females. Like, I definitely like femboys too. But I mean, with all of this, like, boys, girls, male, female, gay and straight, it's way more fluid than that. Like, it's not just one or the other. Like, gender and sexuality, all of this, it's all on a spectrum, right? And you
Yeah, I think it's kind of an interesting point, and I kind of agree with it. I don't really think. I mean, I personally think that it can be just this way. You can see it as a spectrum, and I think people, you know, like some people, you know, they're really like dead. This is what I feel. This is what I feel. But even like you'll get people that say I'm straight. I'm straight. But then you'll get people that do date. I mean, like, let's be honest with this. Secretly, you have men who say, "Well, I'm straight," and then they date other men. So it's kind of like I think humans and when you talk about sexuality, it can be very varied, and I think you can say there's a bit of a spectrum to it all. And then I would also say, like, I mean, again, when it comes to being trans, these things are totally separate. Like your sexuality is just something, you know, that can be whatever it is. But I think that gender is kind of your gender identity definitely is separate from your sexuality.
can identify anywhere on that spectrum.
Oh. That's so confusing.
It's fun though, isn't it?
Oi! You coming or what?
Maybe later.
Later when?
I'm walking home with Naomi. If I'm free later, I'll message.
What? You changed.
Okay, then. So that is the end of the. Well, it was a short film, but it was a film. You know, have to let me know what you think of that. Not quite sure what. I think my camera's slowed down. Just bear with me. Seems like it's slowed down. Let me just see. I'm probably gonna knock it off now, but I'm gonna play with it because it looks like it's really slow. Let's see. It might. I think it's crashed. I don't know what you can see and what you might not be able to see. It looks like it's crashed. I think it's gone blank on here. Bear with me 1 minute. Let's see if I can get it working. It might be working fine for you. For me, it's decided it's going to crash, so I don't know where it's at. Oh, I don't know. I don't know where it's gone. Am I off? Am I invisible now on camera? I think I might be. Let me just check on my other screen because I can see. I want to see what you guys can see out there. 1 moment. Let me know if you can see anything or if I've just come completely. Is it black? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let me see how I can fix this. I might be able to fix it. Bear with me 1 minute. It does this sometimes. It likes to just decide it's going to cut off and mess up completely. I might be able to fix it. Just bear with me 1 minute. But I'll still talk. So I'm just gonna try and fix it. Luckily, so it was at the end of the film. I kind of knew it would do it. As soon as I clicked on the thing, I thought, okay, it's gonna probably mess up now. Let me see if I can repair it. I'll use the second camera. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, should. So I'm just trying to repair it now. And if it doesn't repair, then I'll use the second camera. Okay. So it should be. Okay, what I'll do is while I'm fixing it, I'll use the second camera. 1 moment. Bear with me. Let's find the second camera. Okay, I'll just use this one while I try to fix it. It's not as good, camera, but don't know why it does this. It loves to do it whenever I do these shows. It loves to mess up. Take those headphones off for a bit. Yeah, microphone's working at least. So what I'll do is I'll just try and fix the camera so I can use my better camera. And if I can't fix it, well, we're stuck with this to the end of the show. So yeah, you have to let me know what you think about the video. What did you think? In my day, gay, trans, and race was an absolute horror. Same for me. It was same for me, Franny. When I was at school, I'd never come out of school too much. I couldn't imagine being like Naomi there in that video. Funny enough, I had a dream recently about being mocked in school about being trans. I am 59 years old. How does that work? Well, yeah, this is the thing with dreams. But I don't know, Jade. And this is it. I mean, I've been in some similar situations to you. You know what I mean? I've had dreams about things like I think I've had many dreams, not about being trans at school, but I've like been in like classes and exams and stuff like that, and thinking, or I've had like homework and thought, I've got to get this homework done. And I've woke up and thought, and obviously I haven't been to school for many years, and I've been like, and you feel really kind of stressed about it while you're, when you're asleep and you wake up from your dream, and you think to yourself after, you think, oh, thank God I'm not at school anymore. But it must be just when you were at school, you had all these emotions, and they stay with you all your life. Because it is when you're at school, it is quite stressful, to be fair. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, how does it work when you think? Because I mean, you didn't come out as trans when you were at school, so I mean, you didn't come out. So I don't know. Oh, hi, Clissa. Nice to see you here tonight. I'm saying this as an asexual. To me, relationship between opposite and same sex should be equal. Agree. I mean, I do think that there's something to be said about, we're all different. Like you said, asexual. For you, it's not. Don't really think about it that way. For others, it can be. I have friends who are really, really into men and love men. And I know the trans women that love women. I just think I always say love is love. Love is love at the end of the day. That's what it is. You love who you love, and you're happy with what you are, and that's it. Yeah. So yeah, just black. I know. Hopefully it's fixed now. Yeah. Well, it's not. Well, this is fixed. You can see me on here, but this is not my great. This is not my favorite camera. This is my um. This is my laptop camera. I mean, it does the trick, but it's just not as good as the other one. Hi everyone, Cindy here. Hope you are all having a great evening with Rachel. Well, thank you. I have been busy and only just joined. Well, feel free to watch the show later on if you want, Cindy. I mean, hopefully it'll stay on the it'll stay live. I mean, we just did a movie. I was a little worried it might get knocked off because sometimes when you close movies, but it seems like it's stayed on okay. So it might be possible for me to still do some of these movies on the actual channel. But what I'll just say to everybody at this point is what I did tonight is going to be for community members. So if you want to become a community member, please consider doing that, because if you become a community member, every week I'm going to be doing a movie club like this. So it'll be like I will cover a movie like this, and basically watch it with you and just talk about it. And as we do more and more of these movie, do more of them, I'm going to start doing more like bigger movies, like Hollywood movies. Right now I'm just doing some basic movies like this one today, the first day. But eventually I'm going to do more, like I might go more to Hollywood style ones and stuff. So, please join up, because if you join up, I can make these, make even bigger and do even more movies and stuff like that. If you want to join the community membership, okay, the community membership is for so you can see the movie club, and so you can see YouTube Watch, which should be on Saturday night. And I'm going to try and keep them live. That's my plan, to do them live. So if you want to have access to that and you want to do that, you'll need to join those. So let me give you the link for it. You can do, basically, if you look at Buy Me a Coffee in the chat, at the top of the chat, that's where you'll go to. Let me just add the link again. If you go into Buy Me a Coffee and you go, there's a section that says membership. If you go to that, you can join the membership, and that will give you access to the Buy Me a Coffee, through Buy Me a Coffee, give you access to community membership. So I'll just put the link again in the chat section now. It's also underneath this video. So like I said, you'll get 2 live shows per week, and they're going to be Movie Club and YouTube Watch. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you so much for the donation. Oh, I'll add that to let me add that to the donation for tonight. Oh, well, we've got a donation bar on here. 1 minute. Well, thank you, Cindy. I'm going to add it because we've already had a few donations. Well, we'll watch another video now. You've sent that. Let me just go out. Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you so much. Bear with me 1 minute. I'll just see Roger's here. Roger, I dreamed about waking up as a woman for over 70 years before making the move to HRT. Oh, right. So you're HRT. Do you still use Roger, or do you is it Roger that you use now, or are you trans woman, trans man? What's your pronouns? If you let me know, or do you have a different name? Let me know, Roger. So you're on HRT, yeah? Oh, great. Well, I think most of us are here. I think most of us are on HRT. But cool. Well, it's good to hear. And 70 years. Wow. So like I say, yeah, it can be any time, can't it? You can be yourself at any time, any age. If you can find in the UK a wonderful trans film featuring Maya V. Henry called Dawn, her dad, and the Tractor. Oh, okay. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Let me look. I'll just search that. Let me have a look on here. Maybe I can find it. If I can find it, I mean, I'm happy to do it. What I would say though, like Roger, if you want to see the movie club, I mean, I'm trying. Eventually, will just be for community members. So if you want to become a community member, you see the I've put the donation thing. It's buy me a coffee. If you go into that, you can join the membership. It's just £4 per month, and I'm going to do 2 videos per week, movie club and YouTube watch, Friday and Saturday nights, like this, live like this. But eventually, will just be available for those members. So if you want to join that, then that's the best way, and we can definitely watch those. But let me see if I can find this movie you're on about. Mayor. Okay, maybe Henry. I can see that. Henry. And it's called Dawn. Dawn, her dad, and Tractor. See if I can find it. Oh, okay, I found it. Dawn, her dad, and Tractor. Okay. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I found it. Let me see. This one here. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thank you for sharing that with us. Let me see. So maybe it might be possible I can do it in the next. Let me see. All right. Well, thank you for that. That's really good. Thank you. Oh well, yes. I think that's very possible. I could do that one. Maybe I can do it in the next. Let me see. Yeah, I think I can do that in the next. Yeah, I could probably do that in the next show, maybe next week. So yeah, we'll consider joining then. Consider joining Roger, and then yeah, we can watch that together. Thank you. I started my HRT at 72. Wow. Well, this is it. I think a lot of we have a lot of like people here who did start their transitioning later in life. So it's really, for me, it's really good to have you here, because it's good to have that perspective, and just shows. I think it's like really shows like younger people as well. Like they say, like, it's never too late. Even if you're 20, you're 30, and you're saying to yourself, "Oh, I think I'm 30 years old now. Maybe it's too late." And it's like, no. There's people here that 70, 72 years old, who've transitioned. And that's and you can do it at any age. I'm a trans woman, but everything takes a long time, and I am so slowly losing my extended forehead. So whilst my family call me RJ, I hope eventually be called Rochelle. Rochelle, yeah. Well, I'll try and remember. It's not always easy, because obviously I'll see your name on the icon here, but I mean, if it's possible, if you can change it on here, it's easier for me. But I'll try and remember. So it's like Rochelle. You'd like to be, yeah, Rochelle. To choose that name instead. Yeah, I'll try and remember. I do need to just write everybody's name down. That'll be easy for me, because I don't like to so I say dead name, or use the wrong names, or use the wrong pronouns. I don't like to do that. But I've got to remember all the time. It is such a family-oriented movie of family coming together. Yeah. Okay. Well, I've never heard of it. I mean, but like I said, I just found it now since you showed me it. So it's very likely that I most likely will cover that film, and I think it would work really well with the movie club. I mean, like I said, I've done a movie today. I wanted to show everybody this is what I'm talking about. But what my plan is to do every Friday is to do the movie club. And that way I would do the movie club on Fridays. I do YouTube watch on the Saturday night. So it'd be, it would be like this, but then we do the thing. And then on Sundays we do the channel supporter video live show. So that way there's 3 videos per week. So I hope people want to join that and be part of that. And then obviously it keeps the channel just going. It really does. I'm just trying to fix this camera. Let me see. I'm going to give it one more go. If it doesn't work this time. Okay. I think I've got it working. Bear with me. Yeah, I have got it working by the looks of it. I'll just make sure it's connected to. Why is it like that? 1 minute. Just check that it's on the other camera. Okay. Camera. Yes, I fixed it. Oh, okay. Yeah, you have to be all into technology nowadays to do all this stuff, Roger, okay. Rochelle. Rochelle would be cool, but as I usually say, as long as you don't call me late for my dinner whilst it doesn't. Okay, all right, well, yeah, well, Rochelle, I tried to remember anyway, okay? But what I need to do is like write people's names down on a list, and regular people come to the show. So if you're a regular, so yeah, so I'll say it one more time before we move on, because we got a donation from Cindy, which means I can actually add that to the donation bar. So we've got this donation bar going. Basically, any donation during the show, basically I add it to the donation bar. If we get up to £25, what I'll do is I will. One moment. I will tell you a secret about myself, and we're not doing too bad tonight, to be honest with you. We're doing quite well with the donation. Sometimes we don't get anywhere near, but if we do get closer to it, I tell you a secret about myself. Now, that's the donation bar. But any donation that comes through, I also do spin the wheel. So I'm going to spin the wheel now. And also, if you decided to become a channel supporter or a community member, I would also add that to the donation bar as well. So there's two there's a couple of ways you can get the donations up tonight. Okay, so Clarissa, I picked Clarissa because I knew it all. Laugh out loud. I knew it all. Because Clarissa, you know it all. You're a know-it-all. You have to explain to me. All right, maybe I'm being a bit slow. You explain to me. I'm not sure what you mean. I mean, is that what? So you knew Clarissa before? You knew it was going to be Clarissa before? That it was going to be your name? Oh, that was the name you always wanted to use? I mean, I can always say like Rachel was just, I don't know, it was just a natural thing for me to pick. I could have picked any name, and Rachel was just like, it just was the name that I wanted to use. I always wanted to be called Rachel. There was a girl in my school, and I always kind of related to her, and that's why I picked Rachel. But it was just natural. I what is Greg's yesterday? Okay, let me open this a bit. I need to get bigger. Okay, so this is Sophie, yeah. Greg's yesterday. One staff dispensed me cold sir. Oh, so one of the staff, they called you sir, yeah, and it upset you. I walked out of Greg's and I was very upset. Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that, Sophie. I'll just tell you. I mean, how long since you started presenting female, like publicly and stuff like that? How long have you been presenting stuff? Because the only thing I'm going to say is when I first came out myself, I got called sir still for nearly a year after my first, coming out. And then I just keep doing little changes, and eventually no one ever calls me sir now. So I know how much it hurts. And I used to get very upset and very angry with people that did it. I must admit, I actually have got angry and upset with people. I'm sure other people have as well. But all I can say is sometimes if they're not okay, if they do it deliberately, they deserve to be shouted at. They deserve to be, nasty people who do that deliberately. But I do know some people they don't mean it nastily, and they sometimes they make a mistake. I don't know what the situation was with Greg's. I mean, I am really sorry to hear that because I know how it feels. I hope you're okay. And I just say, look, tomorrow's another day. Maybe maybe this wasn't a good experience today, but just think to tomorrow. And there is good people out there, and there's good people that I feel like we'll do this in the future. So just keep your head up and keep fighting. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, I hope you're okay, Sophie. And anyway, it's nice for you to be out. You're very welcome here. And please consider as well, Sophie, maybe join the Discord, because there's a lot of trans women in there, and we all talk together and everything. So please join that. Anybody here, please feel free to join the Discord. I'd just like to say thank you to Roger. Roger's become a channel member. Well, a channel supporter, I believe. Yeah, I think I just saw that. So I'll add your membership to donation bar. We can spin the wheel as well. Thank you, Roger, for joining tonight. So it's like, I think £1, yeah, it's £1 to join, wasn't it? Okay, well, thank you, Roger. That really means a lot. Oh, Rochelle, sorry. I'll call you Roger. I'm really sorry, Roger. Rochelle, sorry. Is it okay? It's not good having the names like this. Rochelle. Bear with me while I learn. Right. So Rochelle's become a member. I'm sorry, Rochelle. But thank you. We do need to sort these names out. We need to have different names on it. I'll tell you. I need to write a list. So I don't like using names that they're not your names. I really don't like that. Okay, Rochelle. Well, thank you so much for becoming a member. And because you remember, I promise you tonight, I'm gonna make a list, and I'm gonna make sure, because I know Cindy's got a different name on here. I want to make sure I get Cindy's name right. I've got Rochelle's name. I don't want to make mistakes with your name. So from now on, what I'm gonna do is tonight, I'm gonna make a list of all of your names, because I know you've got a different name on your YouTube icon, but I'm gonna make sure that I want to give the correct name. I don't want to be giving you the wrong name, and the right pronouns as well. Okay, so Cindy, now we are all curious of what your secret is. Well, yes. Well, I have. I mean, just like anybody, I have secrets throughout my life. I mean, we all do. And I just thought it would be a good way that if we ever get up to £25 on a show, because I mean, £25 donation for a show or anything like that, of course, it means a lot to me because it helps the channel. It just basically means that when I do these shows, do these live events and stuff, that money then can be used so that I can spend more time on YouTube. I can do more work on there. I can create videos. Like I did a video today. I did a video called Why I Refuse to Be Silent as a Trans Woman. I mean, videos like that, I do script them, and then I record them, and then I edit them, and then I put them out, and they take a long time to make. It's not like I didn't just sit in front of a camera, record it, and then just put it on YouTube. It takes a long time, and for me to spend that time, I have to justify the time. So by supporting the channel, it means that I basically can do the channel, because I don't make great amount of money through AdSense. We don't get much money through the ads. It's not that great on YouTube. You'd have to get thousands and thousands of views to make loads of money. So it's better this way, and then I can just basically make the videos for you. We can do the live shows and yeah, have some fun basically. It was a TV show. Calissa. Do you know, now I'm thinking. Calissa, what was it called? Just called Calissa something. It rings a bell. It reminds me of something. Was it Calissa? What? She knows everything. Wait a minute. I want to see if I know what you're talking about now. Ah! Calissa Explains It All. Is that the one? Is that the one you're on about? Is it this? Well, wait. Oh, it's up here, isn't it? This one. This one you're on about? I don't know. I remember this. I remember this. Nickelodeon. Is it this one you're talking about? Calissa Explains It All. It was on Nickelodeon. Am I totally wrong? That's the one I'm thinking of. Is that the one? You have to let me know. I think it might be. But you let me know, Calissa. So Cindy, come on, girls, get your person. Oh, well. It's completely optional. If people want to, that's fine. I do mention it. I must admit, I mention it a lot in the show, but I do need to because people come on at different times, and that's why I mention it a lot. But really, it is purely if you can. There's no. I will not say that people have to do anything, but if you can, any help, even just £1, honestly, it does help, and it means that I can just keep making these videos. I mean, I'll tell you. I mean, some of my plans for the future. I mean, I do have plans to invite some guests on live shows. I'm hoping to make it more organized. Right now, I do it out of my bedroom. I'm hoping in the future that I have a place more organized. Like well, I was going to say like a studio, but not really a studio, but like a space. Have a room where I can actually maybe have it more for live shows. I have transgender friends as well that I could probably bring on the show, and I can have more guests, live guests. And probably in the future, have guests like yourself if you wanted to be on the show. There's possible that there's people out there that if you wanted to come, we could even work a way out of doing some live things with other people, or even channel meeting up and stuff like that. So there's a lot that I'm hoping. Also, you'd be in the future. So yeah, so stay tuned and yeah, join, be part of the channel, please. I'll just mention before I move on, Rochelle, please consider joining the Discord because you get access. Now you've joined the member, you also get access to the private chat for the members in Discord. But if you go in Discord, let me know that you've joined. Just say, hi, it's me, Rochelle. I've joined the channel support, and I'll add you to everything. Sophie, oh, thank you for the donation. Cindy, isn't it? I think it's Cindy sent that. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Cindy, for that. Thank you. Yeah, well, we're getting closer. We're getting closer, definitely. I'll have to add it separate here. Let me just add that donation. We are getting close. Thank you so much tonight. Very generous. Thank you. I'll just add that there. The donation bar will go up. I have to do it manually. Where are we at now? Sorry, I was talking. Yeah, so 2023. Okay, I understand. So, I mean, it takes time, but also it depends where you are with your transition and what you're looking for. I mean, do most of the time, Sophie, do people misgender you, or do they use the correct pronouns? I mean, it depends on how you want to deal with it, really. But I know it always feels awful when people misgender you. I hate it. I always get really angry with people. When you have been called a name for so long, it's hard to give it up. Well, it's up to you, Rochelle. I mean, if you feel if you prefer for us to use Roger, that's fine. It's whatever you prefer. But I mean, I can say, I can use Rochelle. I just need to, obviously I gotta remember it because obviously I'll see Roger on here and then I'll be thinking my mind's kind of like, but I do okay. I get when I see names more regularly, then I can get more used to it. So I can, because I'm definitely one of these people who's like, I don't do anything nastily. I'm always trying to like learn myself. So I'll make sure I get people's pronouns and names right. I don't like it when I get mispronouns wrong. That really annoys me. But anyway, let's see. Yeah. Oh, so is the Clissa knows it all. Explains it all. All right. Yeah, I do remember it vaguely. I don't know how I remember it. I don't know if I watched it, but I do remember it. Okay. So thanks, Rachel. My channel name is it's Seat back. Sight back. Because I lost my sight. Oh, sight back. Because I lost my sight in an accident in 2021. But have major surgery to restate it in 2021. Okay. All right. Okay. Hence the name. I am so lucky to have it permanently back. Oh well, yeah, definitely. So that must have been quite an experience to lose your sight. But everything's fine now. Then you're okay now. Then yeah, Cindy. Yeah. We have to tell us what that was like. And, okay, yeah. Well, it's good you've got it. You've got your sight now. You don't have any problems. I love being called Rochelle, but don't sweat it. Well, I know. I just try my best. If like it can be difficult because obviously some people's channel names are different from their the names. So then I have to try and remember. But if you're here regularly, of course I'll remember. I mean, like Cindy, Sightback, and obviously Rochelle. You both are. I think you're both channel members. Let me see. Sightback, you're a channel. Yeah, you're a channel member as well. So like, you're here quite often anyway. So yeah, I mean, anybody else who's watching this who isn't a channel member, please consider becoming a channel member. It's just £1 for the month. You can join here on YouTube. It's really easy. So if you want to join, it's just £1. And then you become a member and you get access to the private chat in Discord as well. Anyway, so we got quite a few donations there. I said like I would spin the wheel, so I'll definitely, we're gonna keep going. So I think we've actually with donations we're about £11.60. So we're actually we're getting closer. We're getting close. You never know. We might get up to £25. So how much are we off? We're about, what is it? 15, just 14, about £13, £13.40 or something like that. Yep, that's me trying to do math. So we're not that far off. You never know. We might get there tonight. If we get there, then I'll share a secret with you. Yes, everything is different, but I can see. So life is good. Yeah. Well, yeah, totally understand. I mean, to lose your sight, that is quite a big thing. Yeah. Because I mean, I know there's people that are blind and stuff, but I mean, when you've had sight and then you've lost it, I mean, it must be quite a big thing to happen. Well, anyway, I'm glad you're okay. Okay, so let's do another spin on the wheel then, because we've got a few donations. I forgot how many donations we've had now. Well, let me see. If we actually do it like this, it's 1, 2, 3. It's probably 3 spins of the wheel, but let's see anyway. We'll see how it goes. Okay, let me share the wheel with you all. Where is it? Yeah, we're doing quite a lot tonight because we did the movie club. Actually, did the movie club in the show, so that's I think it's quite impressive. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, anybody who's watching this who doesn't probably know why I've got lots of Halloween stuff. Basically, this month is Halloween month, isn't it? So I've just got Halloween with everything. Not that we're doing any Halloween stuff at the moment, but at the end of the month, hopefully on the 31st, I'm hoping to do a long show that's just Halloween stuff. So if you'd like to be part of that, please come and watch on the 31st. Okay, let's spin the wheel. Oh, okay. So LGBT. Okay, yeah, that's right. I don't know. It sounded weird to me then. LGBT. Yeah, LGBT in Russia. Okay, so that's the video we're going to watch next. Well, I've had this one on the wheel for a while, and I've been wanting to I've been interested in this because I want to see what it's all about. Because I'm always interested in Russia because, well, I'm interested in Russia, how it deals with the fact of trans people and LGBTQ plus people, because I've heard a lot of negative things, obviously, and this video I've got is actually got trans women in Russia, so I'm quite interested to see what their what they say about living there, I can't see it being very welcoming, you know, because it's getting bad in England and stuff right now. But it can't be nice being in Russia with being trans. Okay, so we're gonna watch this video and see what they say about being trans. And obviously, it's got Russian things, so I mean, I don't mind reading part of it. Let's see. So my name is Kitsania. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to do Russian names. I am a trans woman. I might keep stopping it to read it.
Меня зовут Ксения, я трансгендерная женщина, живу в России, сейчас на данный момент в Питере.
So I live in Russia and moved to St. Petersburg almost a year ago.
Уже почти год, да, действительно в России.
So in Russia, it's still very difficult.
В этом плане пока очень тяжело. Я не знаю, как в глубинке.
I don't know what it's like. Let's see. I don't know what it's like in remote places. Right. So I guess that's something to be said, isn't it? I mean, okay, she lives in a big city because St. Petersburg and all this, it's like the big city. But if you live in a remote part of Russia, what must it be like?
Но даже в некоторых больших городах.
But even in some big cities, transgender people are not welcome. Well, what I know about the Russian, I don't think trans people are even recognized in Russia. I believe they see them as anti-Russian in a sense. They don't like LGBTQ plus people in general.
Это не очень приветствуется, и в основном трансгендерные люди вынуждены.
And most of the time, trans people are forced to hide. Yeah, and this is why it's so important that us that live in countries where I know it's not perfect in our countries. You know, tonight people have said about being misgendered, and we know about, like, here in the UK, we've just had the UK Supreme Court ruling that's basically trying to force trans women and trans men from using the facilities that they identify with, which is dreadful. But we still have countries in this world like Russia, and many more. China, I think, is another example. Saudi Arabia, these kind of countries where, you know, it's not just like you can be arrested, you can be killed, and you're not respected at all. They see it as a mental illness. They see it as, you know, you're less than human. So when we look at it that way, it's like, this is why we have to be strong, because we're also supporting those people. We're also a guiding light for those people who are living in a hell. And, you know, you could say, well, why did you just leave Russia? Just leave Russia then. So it's their home. They were born there. She speaks Russian. She's Russian, isn't she? This is her home. She still probably loves her home country, even though her government doesn't respect her, and a lot of people in society don't respect her. But she's still Russian. It's still a home. So.
Скрываться, прятаться, и QueerPoint очень классная организация.
So QueerPoint is so it was like a good. Missed what it said there.
Честно говоря, я за ней тоже.
I was following them. So someone called QueerPoint. She was following them online and very long time before I went to see them. Right. So they do have groups that they can meet up with and be part of. It must be very dangerous though to have all this. I think like this QueerPoint must be quite dangerous in Russia.
Очень давно следила через интернет, и когда я была в Москве, я поняла.
Found out about them whilst I was in Moscow. Okay.
Что для моего дальнейшего, так скажем,
realized it could really help me.
Развитие своего образа и вообще своей жизни, что
in my personal development in terms of my image and my life generally. Okay.
Организация очень сильно сможет мне помочь в продвижении себя.
The first service I signed up for at QueerPoint was makeup training. Well, I don't know. How do you all feel about that? I mean, I definitely, that was a big one for me at the beginning, makeup training. Yeah, I needed that. I was useless at makeup.
Перпоинт дал мне первую услугу, которую я у них купила. Это было обучение макияжу. То есть научиться
To learn how to make up and hide certain things. Yeah, it's all good, isn't it?
наносить макияж, краситься и все остальное, там, скрывать какие-то недостатки. Она именно вот как раз
And ClearPoint gave me the confidence I needed.
Point придал мне эту уверенность в себе. И, ой, насколько я знаю,
As far as I know, this is the only studio in Russia. Wow. Only place they can go to like learn makeup and techniques and things.
в России, по-моему, это единственная студия, которая занимается
Which deals with gender transformation and helps transgender people.
гендерными перевоплощениями и работает с трансгендерными людьми, как я или как
There are people like me and trans people in general
трансгендеров не очень приветствуют и
who are not
всякими
very
последствиями
welcome
нехорошими.
here
Поэтому,
and exposed to all
насколько я
sorts
знаю,
of bad situations.
познакомившись даже
So
в
people
интернете,
I've met or know
некоторые
via the
трансгендеры
internet.
просто вынуждены
Some of them are forced to stay at home with their parents
сидеть дома на
because
шее у родителей, потому что устроиться на работу они не могут, и
they cannot find a job, they cannot see
выхода
a
из
way
положения
out.
они просто не видят. Жалко, конечно, но
It's a shame, of course,
когда в
but I
этом
don't
плане
know when Russia will start being kinder to trans people. Yeah, that's a big one. Like, when will Russia do that? But let's be honest, I mean, apart from the fact that I can see like the UK and parts of America going backwards right now, I mean, I don't see Russia changing anytime soon. Like, I can't see Russia. If you said to me, do I think Russia in my lifetime will change? I'm saying maybe. I mean, let's be honest with you, they would need a different leadership. That's the start. They would need a different leadership because under this leadership, under Putin, it's very unlikely that Putin would change anything to do with this. And there's another argument as well. The society of Russia has been trained to feel anti-trans. I mean, I might have said this to you all before. I once I did a video on my YouTube channel of a trans girl from Russia, and there was loads of comments on this video from Russian people, and it was all in Russian. I couldn't read it. And one day I decided to go through the comments and translate them all so I could understand what they were saying. And I got to say that the comments were so nasty. I've never read, like, I didn't know Russian could be so nasty, but the words they used were just, they really hated it. I thought it was nice comments because there were so many comments. I thought, oh, it looks like Russian people really like Russian trans women because there's so many comments here. They really messaged a lot on this video. But when I read it, it was like, I can't even really explain how nasty it was. It was hate, like full hate, like wishing her to be basically non-existent. They hated her. And she's beautiful, but they hated her. And I think there's this thing where, and it's how a society has become. How do you change Russian society to accept trans people, gay people, lesbians? How do you teach a society to do that? I don't know. It's not even just like, oh well, when Putin's no longer the leader, because one day Putin won't be the leader. That's a fact. He can't live forever. But when they get another leader, even if that leader wanted to change something, it would. I mean, I guess you could force people, but the thing is, I don't even know if a new leader would be able to change it. I'm saying that Russian people, it would take a generation, maybe a few generations, for them to change their minds about LGBTQ plus people. I'm telling you that what I see, I'm not saying all Russians, but I see that there's definitely something in their society. It's very anti-LGBTQ plus, to the point that they hate people who are gay, lesbian, trans. They hate them. So I don't know. I don't know if you can change it. It's sad that it's got to that state, and I don't know how she can live there. I have no idea how she can live there. I don't know.
Россия все-таки начнет как-то помогать трансгендерным людям, не знаю.
What can we do?
И что
I don't
делать?
know. I don't know. Well, I mean, I can say that the rest of the world isn't like that. I mean, even though in the UK you see things here on the internet, sorry, on the internet you see things. Well, yeah, on the internet, on X mainly, which is not England, it's the world. But I truly believe that the majority of the world are not like that. I believe there's so many good people out there, and I believe a lot of countries are good. And I don't always believe that all these countries that have all this anti-trans and anti-LGBT things that their people think that. It's just that their government has put that there.
Не знаю.
Anyway, so that's it. Well, I wanted to cover that. I think it's more or less what I was expecting anyway. I was expecting that anyway. I feel really sad for people, trans and LGBTQ plus people who live in Russia, because I'm the same. Like she was saying, I don't know. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I couldn't even give her any positive thing. All I could say is, these people don't live in Russia who do care about them, care about where they are and stuff. I care about them, but I don't know what to do, because I mean, I can't, apart from saying, hey, maybe try to go to another country, but I don't think that is the solution. I don't think the solution is moving to another country, to be honest with you. But then again, Russia isn't going to change I don't think it change in our lifetime. I think it'd be very difficult for it to change in our lifetime. Oh, hello, Gabby. Hello, nice to see you here tonight. Yes, I know you've been here a few times. Yeah, we've been on a bit longer tonight, so you've managed to catch us live. You managed to make a live show tonight. But anyway, it's good to see you here. Anyway, Gabby, thank you for joining us. Okay, it's Russia. I doubt it will improve. Well, I have faith that it will one day. I have faith. I do believe that one day it will. But I think we've got to make sure that all the other countries, like here in the UK, the UK has to improve. I think in America needs to sort itself out as well on trans rights. But the problem is, both these countries are going backwards on their trans rights. And then you've got countries that are more progressive, are more supportive. And so it's kind of like we need to be going forward, accepting trans people. And if we do that, I mean, you could have a point one day where you might have someone in a serious position who could be transgender. Look, in England right now, the leader of the Greens Party he's a gay man. Now, that would have been impossible 50 years ago. Well, an openly gay man, shall I say. I'm not saying that we haven't had gay men in charge before, but the reality is now we've got an openly gay man in charge of a party there, right? Now, is it possible that one day you might have a gay president, a gay prime minister in the UK or whatever? Of course. I'm pretty sure that will be possible. So what would it ever be possible that you could have a transgender person as a prime minister or a president? Is it possible? Now, you might say to me, I don't think that's going to happen. It's like, I don't mean now. I mean in the future. It might be possible. And so anything is possible in the long run. Can you imagine if one day you had I'll just say a president. Let's go with American president. The president being trans. Now, just say that's possible. And how does that work when they go to Russia? I mean, not that we're not. I mean, I'm not America and Russia are very best of friends at the moment, anyway. But let's say that there's a peacetime. Okay, eventually maybe there's no war or something like that, and then you've got the American president goes to Russia. These things might, it's that's why it's important that developed countries, but developed countries, like countries in the West, support LGBTQ plus people, so that we can show these other countries, and these other countries sometimes might just say, you know what, does it matter? Does it matter about trans people? We just support trans people. We don't need to be negative. The president's trans. It's possible. Hopefully, I hope so. Anyway, sorry, I know I'm I'm talking about the future. Probably will happen in my lifetime, but I mean that's what I'm thinking. Okay, so I think we can watch another video because we got like three or four donations before, so I think we should watch some more videos. So I will share them. Anyone else who wants to spin the wheel tonight, any donation you want to send, you can send it via Buy Me a Coffee, or you can do super chats as well. That's fine. And if you haven't already, please consider becoming a channel member. Again, I will add that to the donation bar, which we're doing pretty well tonight. Where are we at with the donation bar? At the moment, we're at £11.60. £11.60p. If we get up to £25, I will share a secret with you tonight. So I think we'll just cover a few more videos, and then we'll see if anyone wants to send a donation. You can do. Let me see. So yeah, here we go. So we just covered that video on the Russia. Let's see what else we can find. Being trans. Okay, yeah, I know which one this is. I wonder. This is a bit longer. This one. Oh, it's no. It's only 5 minutes long. Okay. I thought it was like. I thought she'd done like a really long one. This one. This is quite a recent video. By Kelly Bailey. Okay. Let me see if I can share this with you. Yeah, so let me make sure you can see it. Okay, so we're going to listen to what happened to Kelly. Roger, we had a trans woman member of parliament served several years ago, but might not happen now. Okay, you have things changed in New Zealand? I'm not, I don't know how things are. I don't know how things are in New Zealand, but here in the UK. I would say things are going backwards now. I'd say we're losing rights, which is a sad thing to happen. But here for trans women and trans men, we've just had the Supreme Court ruling here in the UK, which is not supposed to really change anything in the sense we're supposed to still, we have gender recognition certificates in the UK. It's supposed to be leaving us alone, but the same group that was funded by J.K. Rowling, the For Women Scotland, are still trying to push so that schools don't allow pupils to use the toilets that they identify with, their gender they identify with. So that means trans girls in school now will have to go in the boys' changing rooms. Absolutely awful. It's the same for prisons, but before it was like if you were a serious criminal, it was like if you were a serious criminal, they were already saying like you can't can't go with your gender identity, which is kind of like obviously if you're trans, but they're going to do it for all criminals. So that means even if you do a small crime and go to prison, you could end up being in the men's. If you're a trans woman, you could end up being in a men's prison in the UK. So it's not gone through completely yet, but that's what they're trying to do. That is what they want. And if they do succeed at this in the UK, it will mean that we'll end up. Well, they'll just make it so really difficult for trans people to be who they are in the UK. I be honest, I don't think they will win. I'm not going to let them win. I give a boo-ha-ba to J.K. Rowling, liberals, liar extraordinaire. Yeah, well, I can't. I mean, I can't stand it. I mean. Nice to see you anyway, Janice. Yeah, I can't stand J.K. Rowling. I mean, and she's constantly, she just doesn't like trans people, does she? That's why she's always there causing trouble. I mean, she gave money to these groups that, this For Women Scotland and other gender critical groups that are very anti-trans. So she says, oh no, I don't have a problem with trans people, but she does. Nasty person. She is. Okay, let me share this video anyway. So yeah, let's watch a little bit of this video, see what she's got to say. She got fired, apparently. What she said. Whoa, where am I doing video? Losing it. Ruth Chris fired me for being trans. Ruth Chris, I don't know if that's a company or something. Anyway, let's see what she said.
Hi dolls, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about one of the crazier work stories that I have, which was actually Roots Chris firing me essentially for being trans.
So I guess, I mean, maybe if you know out there, you might know, is Roof Chris some kind of company or something? Never heard of it, but I presume it's a company.
So this was earlier on in transition. At the time, I looked a lot more clocky. I was just like a little baby doll. Like, I was new to transitioning. I didn't have like boobs at the time. I didn't have like my FFS or any surgeries. I didn't really know how to dress at all. I still don't know how to dress, but at the time I really didn't know how to dress.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just mention this at this point. I mean, because I was in the same situation as her with that. I mean, when I first started transitioning, I mean, like the way I look now, I look nothing like this. And I have had a FFS as well. I mean, I don't deny that made a big difference. Made a big difference. But yeah, like even dressing, it's so funny because I kind of dress kind of boyish now in the sense, but I don't know. There's a difference between what I thought was boyish then. Like before, I thought, oh, okay, it's kind of more cute if I kind of dress boyish, but I kind of just still dress like a boy when I first started transitioning, and then now I do kind of dress boyish, but in the sense that it's kind of more feminine when I go out and stuff. You know, I wear dresses when I go out. I'm wearing a dress now, and in summer I like to wear dresses when it's warmer. But when it's cold, I normally wear like baggy jeans and baggy tops and stuff like that. I guess, it's kind of more boyish, but it's very feminine still. So, I mean, I don't know. I think my look just developed really with time.
And one of the first jobs I'd had that early on in transition was at Roots Chris Steakhouse. If you don't know what Roots Chris is, it's sort of like an upscale steakhouse chain. Think like Red Lobster, but for steaks, maybe a little bit nicer.
Well, I mean, I'll be honest. I don't know what a Red Lobster is either. But I mean, because I'm not in America, I presume she's in America. But I understand. So it's a steakhouse. Okay, so it's a kind of upmarket steakhouse. Fair enough. Okay.
And they're really popular in the Midwest. So I had gone in to apply at one point, and I got in a job as a hostess. And so basically, people would come in, and I'd help guide them to their table. And for the first couple of days, everything was fine. But also on their first day, the same time that I got hired, was this guy named Devin. And Devin seemed to have some level of awkwardness and weirdness around me. You know, I'm very perceptive to when people are being weird. And his vibes were off, but at the same time, it was clear that he was like trying to intentionally hide the fact that his vibes were off.
Okay, so I'm guessing that she's early in her transition. She's not got a look that she's comfortable with. She's probably presenting kind of not as confident as she probably is now. How she looks the way she does now, but obviously Devin didn't maybe like the fact of her being trans. I mean, there is people out there just are nasty, aren't they? And this was obviously she clocked it. She knew this guy's he's not supportive.
And I know that sounds like a kind of wild thing to say, but it's like he would try to include me in the conversation while around other people. But if it was ever just him and I, he would just completely ignore me. So there was one night where it was just him and I working together, and I come in and he asked me just this crazy ass question. Now, mind you, he'd always be kind of rude. He'd kind of just I don't know, he'd kind of just step over me when customers come in, talk over me, overpower me, just little weird, rude things that weren't cool. And I hadn't said anything about it, but it stressed me out. And at the time, I didn't really have as much of an understanding of how transphobia often plays out, or how it often works.
Well, I must admit, I don't really have the same. I can understand where she's coming from, but I must admit, I don't have the same kind of experience because kind of didn't come out because I've worked in the service industry. I worked for Starbucks, and I've worked for some other coffee chains and some restaurants in my lifetime. But I was presenting mail when I was there. But I kind of understand what she means in the fact that like with false people and things like that. I mean, I felt like most of the time I was in my work life, there was quite a few false people that I was around who weren't really my friends, but like would pretend to be. So I mean, but when it comes to like transphobia in the sense that like there might be someone who's like maybe not so pro-trans around you and kind of doesn't really like who you are. But I guess you can, I mean, you tell me if you know what you think. Do you have this situation where you can kind of tell when someone they kind of try to include you, but really, they're not really being supportive?
But yeah. And so one night I come in and he goes, "Hey, can I ask you a question?" And he looks all smug about it. He's all happy. He's all like, looks like a little elf on a shelf. And he fucking goes, "So trans people say that they feel like they were born as a woman in a man's body. Well, how's that any different than when a rapist or a murderer or like a criminal says they were born to be a murderer or born to be a rapist or born to be a criminal?" And it was just so out of line. It was so absolutely out of line and just...
Well, yeah, I mean, that's pretty like super nasty and extreme. And I mean, I'd be interested to see what she says next now, how she dealt with that. Because I mean, just saying that, it's like, okay, went from him not that kind of that feeling that he's not supportive to him, basically comparing her to a murderer, like, well, murderers say this, so trans people like murderers. Like, what are you talking about? Interesting. Well, let's see what happened next. I mean, she said she got fired. So I mean, how did she get fired? Did she like smack him or something? Because I mean, what happened? What happened next?
Totally inappropriate and not okay. And it just made me like so uncomfortable. And it was really clear, just like trying to get a reaction out of me. And so almost crying, I went to my manager at the time, who was this big guy. I forget his name. I think it was Bill or something. And I go to him and I try to tell him what he said. And instead of acknowledging, like I'm like, "Hey, he just asked me this insane question," he just goes, he's like, "Well, Kylie, we really shouldn't be talking about these things in the workplace. I don't understand why you're bringing this up to me, because these really aren't work appropriate things." Just completely ignoring what I was trying to say and gaslighting me as if me bringing up these awful things my coworker had said to me was the problem.
So basically what, he said this and then she went to her boss or whatever and kind of like explained this and then kind of got completely shut down. So what's this company called? Ruth Christie's. Well, I think Ruth Christie's should have a process to deal with things like this. I mean, basically what he said to her, I mean, I feel like she should be able to go to HR. There should be, I'm presuming it's a big company, and we'll actually make a proper complaint to HR for this, because he shouldn't be speaking like that to her and comparing her to a murderer. Even suggesting that is absolutely disgusting. Maybe, I mean, I know it's hard when you're in these workplaces to deal with these things, because I mean, sometimes you just feel like, oh, if I go, go to HR or go above my manager or anything like that, it's going to cause me trouble. I've got to work here. I've got to work with these people. And if it's just as like a service job, a lot of time people do treat these as just like, it's only, I don't plan to be here all my life. You know what I mean? Anyway.
And so I go home for the day later on, and then I write an email. I'm like, "Look, I'm no longer comfortable working side by side with Devin." And then later on, I think early into the next morning, I get an email saying that I am fired from Ruth Chris.
So I don't know what the laws are in the US, but I mean, I know sometimes it depends how long you've worked somewhere as well. But I mean, okay, if you've been fired, if you've done nothing wrong, you've only someone's done that. You said you're not comfortable working with that person. So as far as I'm concerned, based on what you've told me, you should be able to take that to I mean, we have in the UK, we have tribunals and things like that. Should be able to do that. It's wrongful dismissal. But then again, I don't know what the laws are in America, and I don't know, depends what contracts you're on. I know that there's contracts here in the UK that if they don't take you on as full time, that you don't basically have a leg to stand on, they can let you go. It might be the same in America if that's the case, which is the problem.
And all of that is just really, it was just really disheartening. Early on in transition, I had a lot of really awful work experiences. And this was one of the worst ones. It wasn't the worst one, but it was up there. And yeah, I just thought I'd make a little story time. I'm a little sick right now and a little out of it, but it's been like a month since I've made a video, so I wanted to make something. And I'll be coming back with more surgical updates and videos and stuff. Sorry if this one's a little scattered and a little messy, but I thought it would be just, I don't know, interesting to highlight a story from early on in transition. You know, albeit like not the nicest story, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is an interesting one, but I kind of feel like, you know, there was no comeback. You know, I feel like, I mean, I guess I'll have to comment on a video and say, like, did you not? What was your contract? Because you know, that's why it's so important that when you go work for anyone, you do make sure your contract has certain situations. But then again, like I said, I don't know in America. I'm not sure 100% what the laws are on this. I know we've got a few problems here in the UK for certain jobs where they can more or less just let you go if they don't employ you like on a full-time contract. But I'll be honest with you, when I've gone for jobs and I've ever seen anything like that, I've just said, well, I don't want to work for you. But then again, then I don't have a job, do I? So it's like, you know, it's been one way or another. If you want the job, sometimes you have to sign these rubbish contracts. Well, they don't have a contract, do they? You just have to accept and just get your money. We have a middle right-wing coalition with a very anti-trans party. Oh, that's a shame. Who are trying to push for the what is a woman like England. Oh, no. Oh, that's terrible. So you've got the same problem in New Zealand right now with that. Well, yeah, well, we've got that problem. We've got that problem with a few things. We've got the problem with it's really coming. It is more right wing. It's more the Reform Party and the Conservatives in the UK, and both of them are basically not interested in trans rights at all now. And then we've got Labour, who's in charge at the moment in the UK, and they're trying to copy Reform, which is like, you're supposed to be more on the left. So they're trying to copy a right-wing party. So I don't know what I mean, but they, you know, useless, absolutely useless. So we're really stuffed right now. And then there is a chance that we could maybe get a left-leaning party, but our options kind of really in the UK are just either the Green Party or the Liberal Democrats. They're both more pro-trans, but that's all we've got really. And another party called Your Party, but they're totally all over the place. I don't even think they're really structured properly. Anyway, just talking about English politics. Anyway, look, I'm gonna. It's getting late here in the UK. It's nearly midnight here in the UK. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do one more spin of the wheel. I'm gonna do one more video. If you want to see any more videos tonight, because I will carry on. You know, it's Friday night. You know, stay up late on Friday night. It's fine. I mean, I will go to bed till about 3 o'clock in the morning anyway. So I'm happy to carry on the show. But if you want the show to carry on after this, definitely would need to get more donations. If we can get up to the goal, which is £25, don't worry, you can pay in dollars or you can pay in whatever your currency is, euros or whatever you are. The donation bar still go up. But basically, yeah, I'll carry on after this if any more donations. And it can be any donation. You can pay $1, £1 is fine. And I'll spin the wheel. I'll keep spinning the wheel. You also, another thing is, if you want, you can become a channel member. So we have channel support, which is just £1, £1 UK pound. And you get a month membership for that. So please consider that. That also go on the donation bar if you do it tonight. And with that £1, you'll get access to every Sunday show. We do a Sunday show every week. It's a private show and it's only for channel supporters, so you'll get access to that. And if you're feeling like you want to be even a bigger member, you want to be a community member tonight, you can become a community member. That's £4 per month, and you get access to the movie club, and you get YouTube Watch, which are going to be every Friday, probably every Friday and Saturday night. Let me see. I'm going to work that out, but it should be every Friday and Saturday night. So if you want access to that, become a community member. This is £4. You can join via Buy Me a Coffee. That's probably the best way to join that, which the link is in the chat. Anyway, and also, yeah, if you want to send donations, best to do it via Buy Me a Coffee, which is in the chat, or you can do it on the what is it? What they call on YouTube? Super chats. That's it. Okay, look, I'm going to spin the wheel one more time. I'm going to watch another video, and then after that, if no more donations, probably call it a night. Okay, but I mean, I'm happy to carry on if anyone sends a donation. So here's the wheel. So this is the last spin now, unless after anyone sends a donation. Okay, so let me spin the wheel. Best friend and their ex's best friend is transgender, just so you know. They're not just dating their ex's best friend. It's their ex's transgender best friend. Right, now let me find a video for this one. Where is it? It's here. Okay, one moment. Okay, so this is the video. Yeah. Okay. And if you want to ask me any questions, feel free to pop any questions in the comments. I'm going to put this on a little bit quicker because this one, it's 9 minutes. So I'm just going to speed it up slightly. Let's go. And let's put volume on.
She originally was a man, but truly, in her heart, she is a woman. So therefore, I am straight.
I have medically transitioned. As for reassignment surgery, I have not.
People online call me gay because I've been in relationships with 2 trans women.
Okay, so basically, this guy, he's had 2 transgender girlfriends in the past, and now he's dating his exes. So I presume his his ex-girlfriend was transgender, and now his best friend, which is also transgender. Okay.
He's got a glizzy, he's gay. 2 dudes hanging out. You are a man cosplaying as a woman.
This last few years of dating a trans woman has been very rough. I've lost a lot. It's the hardest thing I've ever been through. She's a real Barbie, right? We need her makeup to look good in the gym all the time. She's a real life Barbie right here.
I feel like I've gone it too fast now. Feels too fast for me. But it doesn't seem to have any other option. Okay, we'll just watch it normal speed. It's too fast for me right now.
I love her, and this is now my fiance.
Okay. So, yeah, so we got these 2 here, and they are engaged.
She's trans. I love putting it out there. We don't.
Okay, so I mean, you know, like he's saying, okay, my girlfriend's trans, and he's not ashamed of that or anything like that. I mean, I guess she's okay being just referred to as trans, and you know, but okay. And they're in Florida. So what I know about Florida, a little bit about America, I believe this is a Republican state, so it tends to be a little bit more. I would say I'm guessing not supportive of trans rights as some other states. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not in America, so if I'm wrong about that, you let me know out there. But that's my understanding, because I know like in Texas, kind of don't support trans rights the same way and stuff like that. But yeah, but feel free to let me know if you're there. Let me know what you think.
Do gender norms, and what we mean by that is what?
I don't know. I don't know what you mean.
Gender norms.
Yeah, and what about it? We've been together.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he seems. I guess he wants to talk like this, but I don't know if I'd be the same. So what?
For a year.
Elena and I had met in Miami as friends through a bunch of other trans women, and we were friends for a year.
We became an official couple 4 days after he became single.
People online call me gay because I've been in relationships with 2 trans women.
Let me see that bubble.
If you're not sweating, you're not doing it right. We're not done, baby. Let's go. We want that summer butt. Elena helped me build myself and build my character, and she helped me realize.
I know this is something completely opposite, but definitely I wish I was back in the gym. I've got a gym membership and I haven't been to the gym for like, I don't know, last 2 or 3 weeks. And even when I go, it's like once every 2 weeks or something. I need to go more often. Just like seeing that work, doing the working out, because you definitely need to do that. It definitely, and it's worth it. But I just haven't. I'm really bad right now. I haven't been doing any exercise.
What it is that I like in the bedroom. Come on, go ahead, give my butt a smack. My wife loves grabbing my butt, so I gotta have that booty too. You feel me?
Let's go.
Perfect. Go down more. We both met up at a time when we were both broken. This lady got me sober. She got me clean. The only reason I'm alive is honestly because of her. We're in the happy.
He seems quite jittery and stuff. I don't know. Feels like he's. I don't know what he's doing. He seems very well. Yeah. Anyway.
This place we've ever been. 2,
Let's go.
3.
Let's go.
Sacrifice is paradise. If you're not taking.
I guess if you do something like a pre-workout shake or something. I remember once I had some like pre-workout drink once, and I was like this. I was like, oh, it was all over the place. It was too much caffeine. I feel like that's what he's got. He feels like he's got a lot of energy.
Care of yourselves, then you're not taking care of your relationship. Everybody in my life gave up on me at one time, and what did you do for me?
I stuck beside you.
When I had what?
Nothing.
Nothing. We're gonna be the ones to show everyone what a couple like us is all about. I love you. All right, let's get out of here.
My transition journey has been rough. I've been on my own since I was 14, so finding out who I was took a little time. I have medically transitioned when it comes to terms with my breast augmentation and my facial feminization. As for SRS, which is reassignment surgery, I have not, mainly because I'm proud of being a transgender woman and I wouldn't change what I was created for.
Yeah, something I was mentioning earlier on. I think we're all different with this. Like some trans women, they're fine to just like she said, she's not had gender confirmation surgery. She's pre-op, and so she's happy with that. And like I say, some trans women, they're happy to stay that way. Whereas I know other trans women, like we did a video a bit earlier in the show tonight, where the girl she'd had it done when she was 18. So it just depends. Some trans women, it's not a bigger issue, and some it's definitely must have it done.
A lot of people question my sexuality because they think that I'm gay because I'm with a trans woman. Because yes, she originally was a man. We all know that. But truly, in her heart.
So I mean, I guess that's up to them how they define it. I mean, I always kind of think like it's like, well, no, I don't think she was ever a man. She was just presenting as male. That's how I like to say it. But it's I mean, if I was with him, I probably would say no, that's not correct. But I mean, fair enough. I mean, she's okay with the way he says it. It's fine, isn't it? But yeah.
She is a woman, so therefore, I feel I am straight. I've never seen a photo of Elena before she was transitioned. No, I have not.
Do you want to?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it because I love you and it doesn't matter. I love it. Let me see it. Yes.
She actually has it on her phone though. Okay, fair enough. But I mean, that's. I mean, look, he loves her, so why does it matter? Why does it matter?
Look, that is a handsome man. I will put it out there. I can say a man's handsome. I'm comfortable with my sexuality. That is a handsome man. And if I was a girl, I would go for that guy too. This last 2 years of dating a trans woman, it's been very rough. I've lost a lot. I've lost my entire family. I've lost all my friends from back at home. Everybody that I thought was closest to me. And I want their love back. I want my family in my life.
So I mean, he's saying he lost his family because he was dating a trans woman. That's really sad. That. But yeah, they're not really nice people if they just because you're in love with a trans woman.
Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous.
And we get a ton of hate online.
The judgment we get is that I'm gay. You're gorgeous, baby. Yeah, flex them abs for me. Let me see a little bit of abs. Women can have abs now. Yeah. Woo! Let's say it. Those are 2 dudes chilling on the couch. Those are 2 dudes or 2 bros hanging out.
Give me more muscle. Yep.
I'm just gonna say thank you to I think it's Rochelle I think Rochelle has joined the Patreon. Am I correct in that? Thank you. Thank you, Rochelle. I'll add that to the donation bar after this video. Okay. Thank you for joining. I will add that after this video.
That's what I want. Definitely get a lot of comments. I'm a man, still a man. Two dudes hanging out. You are a man cosplaying as a woman. She's got a glizzy. He's gay.
She's got.
Yeah, there's I find as well, like, so many comments when I go through my YouTube videos and things like that. It's actually a lot worse when I do TikTok. If I do TikTok, I get some really nasty comments. But I mean, most of the time I just ignore them.
Got a glizzy, I love it. I used to be that guy with the negative comments online. One of these people that would make fun of a guy like myself, or make fun of somebody for being gay or somebody for being trans. And it's opened my eyes, dating a trans woman, to see the greater significance of someone like her. Look at that, dude. Ain't nobody doing it like me, bro.
I like a piece of that cake. We definitely have a lot of supportive followers online. We have followers that have been in our journey from the beginning, constantly sending us love.
Because this is real life stuff. People come at men like me.
So they do like working out, these two, don't they? Really like working out. But I mean, this is the thing, isn't it? Like, if you put yourself out there on social media, there's a lot of people. I think there's a lot of jealousy. Like, he's there. He's got a trans girlfriend. He's open about that, and he's proud of that. And then people are kind of jealous that they can't be like him. They can't be open and comfortable with who he is. Like, he's like proud that he's dating a trans woman. And then people, they just feel, I can be nasty to him now for that. So I think it's really a nasty thing to do, because I mean, these two are both open about their relationship.
I will not stop fighting until trans women like my girl get accepted and looked at differently.
Well, that's good. I mean, what you just said there, he won't fight all trans women to be accepted. Well, thank you. Well, he's a really good guy for saying a really good thing to say.
A lot of people don't know that I really did suffer from a bad drug addiction. I was lost. It took a lot of work to find myself, and I owe it to that lady out there.
Well, I was always religious. I was born and raised Christian, and my religion solidified when I seen him at his lowest, and I thought I was at my lowest.
So I mean, this is the thing. I mean, like, he had a drug problem before. She has religion, which is good. To say that she's trans as well, it must be hard as well for that as well, because a lot of religious groups aren't very supportive of trans people. It's very, not all, but some are. Yeah, thank you. Sorry, I was gonna say thank you, Rochelle, for the support. I'll add your you just joined the Patreon, yeah? I will actually add that to the donation after this. I'll add it to the donation. Thank you for joining up. You'll have access now to please join the Discord as well. It's free. You can join it as well, and you'll get updates when all the videos come out and stuff. So you'll get videos for the community, because I think you've joined the community membership, haven't you? So you'll have access to the movie club, and you'll also have access to YouTube Watch as well. So yeah, look out for those videos. I'll be sharing more information about that later with you. So thank you.
Lowest of the low is watching my girlfriend have to sell off her diamond jewelry and all of her designer bags so she could get me another bag or get me another shot. And the last time that I got high, I said, goodbye, I don't want to live anymore. I woke up 28 hours later. I didn't know where I was. I found God when I was in the hospital. Through the cracks of the curtains, I saw my wife sitting there like this, saying, I love you. Don't give up, I need you. From that moment on, I found it pretty important to try to bring God into our life, because there's something bigger and greater out there than us, and we truly believe in that around here. So we're gonna pray.
Initially, my friends and
So I mean, I wasn't really going to say it earlier on, but when he was doing the gym part at the beginning, I did notice he was a bit kind of jittery and something. I was going to kind of say, is he on something? But I mean, he says he's had drug problems. I mean, I hope that he's not doing drugs, anymore. Yeah, I could kind of notice something about him. But it might be just the fact that he has done it in the past, and that's how he is since. But hopefully he's not. And I mean, if he's found religion and that's taking him away from the drug side, then good for him. Because I mean, he doesn't want to be doing that. He wants to, at least he's doing something positive. And like he does say a lot of it to do with his girlfriend as well. Perfect, good. I'm glad that she's been a positive force for him.
Family wasn't so sure about our relationship because of his past with his addiction.
She'd be like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with you. But she never gave up on me. Rehab after rehab. Try 16 rehabs in 6 months. That's how much she didn't give up on me. I'm just coming up on just about 9 months sober, because it's just about waking up sober and going to bed sober.
Seems like he's gone through quite a lot. I mean, I know we were watching this video. I thought it was just gonna be about, you know, dating a trans woman and that kind of relationship. But I think it's been more about. I think this has ended up being more about his situation with his drug habit and stuff like that. I mean, I hope for him that he isn't doing this anymore. I hope he's true to what he's saying. And she is supportive of him. I mean, that's what really we need to do. I mean, as long as he's got someone supportive there and he's away from people that might be a bad influence on him, then I think, you know, hopefully he'll be okay.
I've been very proud of his sobriety. At the end of the day, seeing it firsthand, his experience has been so rough for the both of us. Him being sober and showing me that he can do it, proving everybody wrong, has been the most proudest moment of my life.
Yeah, so well, hopefully they're both a good, you know, positive influence on each other. I mean, the only thing I can say about the drug situation is, yeah, I mean, if you ever do, or if you are involved in this, I mean, get away from any of the bad influences, and in the sense, like the people that do this, you have to change everyone who's around you. You can't be with the people that are doing this, and that's the only way. If she's like a good influence, and he can stay with her and be away from those type of people that make him take drugs and things like that, then yeah, it is in a better place.
It's been hard. It's the hardest thing somebody will go through. It's the hardest thing I've ever been through. I made it out. Don't give up. We made it out. So, thank you. Jocelyn is one of Elena's first friends that I met. Is Jocelyn on her way right now?
Yeah, she should be here in a minute.
Okay, I think the last time I saw Jocelyn, I was strung out.
Right. Jocelyn has definitely doubted our relationship based on his addiction.
And I remember she said, you better take care of my girl. This is my best friend right here. I don't think she was too confident on it, honestly.
Yeah, I watched. I think this is by Love Don't Judge. There's a channel. This is from a channel called Love Don't Judge or something. And every time they have like some like trans related, you know, relationship, you know, a trans woman and well, a trans man, whatever. But they have like relationships on here with transgender people, and they always kind of invite a friend in. And it's like, you know, who's been a bit like judgmental of their partner and stuff like that. So we'll see how this goes anyway.
Hey,
Hi,
girl.
it's so good to see you.
It's been so long.
Hi, Jesse. How are you?
What's up, girl?
It's good to see you.
What's up?
Have a seat.
When I first saw you guys get together, I definitely was skeptical because the Jesse I knew back in the day was a very interesting character. Very, very skeptical.
It was very fast.
Yes, it
like-
was.
I think I was single for like 4 days, 5
Yeah.
days.
We kind of just fell into it, and it was unexpected.
But obviously, I probably gave you a bad taste in your mouth. And you know, the only reason I'm really alive is because of Elena.
Of course.
You
I think the thing about relationships, yeah, even if it's like a, you know, only been a few days, he's been single and is with another girl or something like that. Okay, you can be a bit skeptical about that. But if they stay together, they support each other, and they actually find, you know, their love works, then I guess, you know, only time can tell about a relationship, really. You know, but I can understand being skeptical. It's like, oh, see, but maybe he's the kind of guy who just doesn't like not being in a relationship. Maybe he prefers to be in a relationship, jumped into another relationship, and this relationship's just worked out for both of them.
saw the route I was going. It was disgusting. It was bad. Jocelyn, I want you to understand I'm not perfect, but a year and a half later, of a lot of work on myself.
You look very different. You look very healthy. You're glowing.
My life's been good. I put her through a lot. It took a lot out of her.
And that's what will happen if you stay away from drugs. You will look more healthier because you are more healthier, you know? So like she says, he looks better. I mean, of course, if he's not doing that stuff anymore, it's gonna be a lot better, isn't it?
Told you don't play with my girl.
Yeah, and I did it. I played with her for a while, and you know, for some reason she stuck by because that's who Elena is.
You know, a lot of girls in our community don't have healthy relationships. Obviously, not every relationship is perfect, but to have somebody who stands up for the trans community the way that you do, when a lot of men are scared and ashamed to be with.
Yeah, I think I said this before as well. 'Cause I've done a video on this on the channel saying about relationships, and there is a quite a lot of relationships with where trans women, the men kind of hide the woman away, in the sense they don't want to be seen. They don't want to see. They'll stay stay at home and say, "Oh, I don't want to go out. I don't want to do this," because they don't want to be seen with a trans woman. I mean, but this guy does seem more like he's more open about his relationship. He's proud of being with a trans woman. And he even says that he wants to fight for trans people's rights and stuff, so trans women can be seen. So that is definitely a good person.
Trans women, it means a lot.
You know, a trans woman changed my life. You know, I was that guy that would make fun of men like me or women like you. I was that guy.
Look at us now, you know what I mean? I've never felt more loved in my entire life, you know?
So sweet. Well, thank you for having me over.
Thank you for coming. I miss you so much.
I proposed to Elena at a restaurant in Miami in front of the whole place on a microphone so the whole place can hear it. So specifically, she can hear me loud about how serious I am and wanting to marry her.
Jesse?
So he likes to do things very public. I hope she's okay with that. It's kind of it's like, whoa, yeah. I don't know everyone in the restaurant to see this, but I mean, I guess if you're proposing to get married, you want it to be big, don't you?
He has definitely shown me what love really means, what dedication really means. He wears his heart on his sleeve.
People who judge our relationship, keep doing it because you're only making us stronger. You're not putting a dent into our heart or souls. You're not putting a dent into the trans community. Try to not put hateful comments out there. Try to put something positive out there.
Less hate, more love.
Yeah, I can get with that. I totally agree with them. Yeah, let's stop hate. Let's have more. Let's have more love. We don't need hate. We got enough hate in the world, haven't we? We need more positivity. So yeah. Well, what do you think? I thought that was quite an interesting video. It seemed. I mean, it was more about his drug habits. Let's be honest with you. But I mean, it looks like he's on the mend and he's in a good place. So all the look, for the future for both of them. In fact, they're both in love. So I'll say thank you, Rochelle. Thank you for joining the community member via Patreon. Yeah, that's another way. There's many different ways you can. So like I say, there's all the links underneath the video. So, if you want to become a community member or a channel support, whatever you want to join, feel free to do so. All the links are below this video and in chat. Oh, hello, Carissa. Yeah. Kirsty, sorry. Carissa, what are we talking about? Kirsty, hello. Yeah, we're evening or late dropping. I know. We've done quite a long one tonight. It's been quite a late show tonight. But I mean, I started late, and then we ended up doing the movie club tonight. So we ended up covering a movie, and then and then we ended up getting quite a few donations. Smaller donations. But I said I would spin the wheel when we had donations and stuff. And a few people have joined the channel support and even the community membership tonight. So that's why it's been quite a long night, really. So what I'll do is, but yeah, thank you for being here, Kirsty. So what I'm going to do is now, because we did just get one more, sorry, Rochelle just joined the Patreon. I said I would spin the wheel, so I'm going to add that to the donation bar. I don't know if we're going to hit the £25 tonight, but we are actually pretty close, to be honest with you. Let me just check. Did you join the community member? I think you did, didn't you? Look, I'll just stick I'll stick £5 on because there's no point me going and working it all out. I think it was community member you joined. So if it's community member, I put £5 on the donation bar. So I don't know what we're at now. Let me see. So, I mean, let's see. Well, it's £11.60 on the donation bar, but if we had the £5, it's going to be about £16.60. So we're under 10. It's like £9 or something, isn't it? Like, £8.40 or something. I think it's £8.40. If we get another £8.40, we'll hit the goal tonight. So if we do hit the goal, I mean, it's still possible, but I'm going to do one more video, which was for Rochelle, because she joined the Patreon. But if you want to keep the night going, yeah, just you can send a donation via Buy Me a Coffee or on Super Chats on YouTube. Is absolutely fine if you want, but maybe better if you do Buy Me a Coffee, or you can just become a channel supporter or a community member. Both work fine. Started watching the Book of Boba Fett, turned into a binge. Oh, so you've been watching all them tonight? Oh, okay, I see. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I'm like that. When I start watching something, I get into it. I end up watching. Nowadays, I end up watching them all. So I could be like that, you know. I end up being there all night watching stuff. Oh, so that's what you've been doing tonight, anyway, Kirsty. Yeah. All right. Well, that's cool. Well, what I'll do is now I'm going to spin the wheel. Like I said, this could be the last time tonight, but if you want to send a donation, or if you just want to become a channel member or anything like that, feel free to do so, and I'll add that to the donation bar. And if you want, like I said, just another, I think it's about another £8.40 or something, I'll tell you a secret, because we'd hit the goal. Okay, let me spin this wheel and then we'll see where we're at after this. Okay, transgender teen in high school, high school cheerleader. Okay, let me find this video. I think this one's a bit shorter than the last one. It's like 9 minutes long, that one. Because originally I was going to just pick 3-minute videos and things like that, and I got these really long videos, but I think this one's quite short. Okay, this is only about a minute long. So, all right, okay. So if we get a donation while this is on, I'll keep going, but if not, this is probably the last one. Let me just make sure. Okay. Where are we? Okay, share. I think you can see it. Yeah, you can. Okay, so let's watch this and see what it's all about. And feel free to put anything in the comments. And if you want to send a donation or become a channel member, yeah, just go ahead.
I became a cheerleader because I just wanted to bring positive energy into my life and others. I'm Phoebe Chesnero, I'm 16 years old, I live in Kitchener, Ontario, and I am a transgender high school cheerleader.
Okay, so she's transgender and she's a cheerleader. Now I don't know how this works out nowadays, because I know there's so much hate now in the modern world that we live in. This was like 9 years ago. I hope that there's plenty of young trans women that have been able to be cheerleaders and whatever they like to be and do in their lives. But I know there's all these things now in school. These people say, "Oh, I don't want trans people doing anything," and stuff like that. I know, especially in sports. I don't know how it works for cheerleaders. I mean, I guess you have to be pretty sporty to be a cheerleader, though, don't you?
I knew that I was not the right gender when I was probably growing up little. Like, of course, I was too young to understand what's the transgender, what's LGBTQ.
Yeah, I mean, again, I forgot how many times I've said this, but I was kind of the same, felt the same way. I think many of us do. I mean, I'm presuming because she was around when the internet was around, so probably she could just go off and Google it. But yeah, this is the thing in it, you know. I mean, what is LGBTQ and what is trans? What is it? As Phoebe grew up, she made the decision to make a gender transition. Okay.
I love spreading spirit. If you ask any of my friends, I'm a really joyful person. I love being happy. I'm literally the happiest person in the world.
Okay, So, since coming out as transgender, the brave teen has faced cruel bullying and being shunned by her peers. Yeah, this is. I mean, I think you have to be very strong. I mean, at this age, still in school and stuff like that, to deal with all the hatred and stuff like that. That's why I mean, I wouldn't have come out when I was at school because I didn't even know really what transgender was. I didn't know the word when I was at school. But I mean, regardless of that, I mean, I know I would have got bullied if I'd have come out as trans when I was at school. There's no way I could have gone through school as transgender. But that doesn't mean that that's okay. That isn't okay. Like you say, oh well, you didn't come out, that's fine. Come out after. It's like no. I think trans kids should be able to come out, and I think the system should be, the education and the procedures should be there for young trans people. So she now hopes to become a spokesperson for the transgender community. Right. Well, good on her. Good on her. I'd love to know what she's doing now. I mean, this is 9 years ago. Like I say on all these videos, I'd love to know what they're doing now. These people. I mean, 9 years ago. I mean, so where is she now? Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, okay. It was only a short one, but an interesting one. A trans cheerleader. That's always interesting, isn't it? Let me see. So we got Franny. She's really pretty. Yeah. Well, this is the thing as well. A lot of these, they see these like young trans women, and they've got the makeup and they're dressed pretty and they look really, I mean, very feminine, very, what we class as stereotypically feminine in that sense. So they pass and they look beautiful, and then you've got all this hatred for them, and you just think, what, Like I think, oh well, I'd love to look that beautiful and everything, See them like that. It's like I can't believe people are so nasty about them. There's another one new from the. There's another one. Yes, yeah. Well, most of them do. Most of them know from most trans people, they do know, and I think the ones that don't, it's only because they know inside there's something, but they don't know the words and they don't have the language for it because they've never been taught it, so they just don't know. But I think a lot do. A lot of trans people do. I mean, everyone I've spoken to knows. I knew, but I just didn't have the word for it. But all the transphobes say we are too young to know. The couch that bigots as concerned and protect kids, but do nothing but harm. Yeah, they do harm. They do harm. This thing about not offering trans education and things like that, that does a lot of harm to trans people. You need to allow people to be who they are. And when we don't allow people to be who they are, that's when the damage happens. That's when the problems occur. And that is the main problem. That is the main problem. And I mean, what I just saw there with the cheerleader, she's living a life and starting to be accepted. She's got friends. She's been seen as who she is. Her family know who she is. But there you are saying, yeah, but she gets bullied. She gets all this. It's like ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. I mean, of course, she should just. She just should be herself and just live her life. But it's so sad that, and it's one thing being bullied by other students. Look, we watched a video earlier on today. We watched a movie, and it was a movie, and it was about first day at school or whatever. Called First Day, and a trans kid who went to the first day in the school. But the thing is, right? It's one thing being bullied by a student. Okay, fair enough. But it's the fact that we have adults that are trying to force this and, stop trans education, stop trans people from being visible. And it's also, big names like J.K. Rowling and Elon Musk who are trying to push this thing as well to stop trans kids being able to have the freedoms. It's absolutely disgusting. I can't believe we live in a world where they're doing this. Anyway, look. So it's around midnight. It's just after midnight here in the UK. So what I'm going to say is, I mean, if you want to send a donation now, it's up to you. If you want to become a channel member or community member, feel free to do it. I'll give about another 5 or 6 minutes, but if we don't get any more, probably we'll call it a night. Let's see. But how stupid is it to ban education about trans issues? Then every kid has a smartphone these days. Well, that's it. Well, that's all they're going to do. They're going to do it through the internet now. That's the thing. People are going to use the internet now, and most trans children will have to do that. But it's wrong because they should really be getting that education from school. They shouldn't be getting it from what is it, from a smartphone. Though, I mean, I got most of my information from the internet. I know. I mean, I'm on the internet now, so it's like if someone contacts me and says, I'd like information. It's like, well, I'm going to say to them, well, look, join the Discord here on the channel, talk with me here, talk with me in the Discord, talk with other people in the Discord. So I guess I am pushing people to say, hey, use the internet. But I still believe in education in the school. I do think that if there are educations in the school, that's the first point they should have. Education on the internet should be extra, to get the real life experience. Like your teacher can say, trans people, this is what a trans person is, and this is what we know about trans people. And then that trans kid can go to the internet and say, okay, I found trans people on the internet. I'll ask them what their experiences are so I know if it matches how I'm feeling. And that's education, isn't it? But instead, now they just have to come straight to us because we're the only ones that are going to help them. I mean, if there's any trans people out there that want help, come join the Discord on this channel, because there's plenty of people on the Discord that who can help, plus me. So, go there. 6:15 p.m. Central Time. We're currently on a confusing time. Yes, I think I know what you mean. Thank you, President Nixon. Oh, was that where you got that from? Yeah, daylight savings. Okay, cool. So yeah, 6:15. Well, yeah, it's midnight here. Well, that's the thing. I mean, I've done quite a long show tonight. In fact, I'm coming on 4 hours, to be honest with you. So it's been quite a long one. But there's been a lot of people quite, we've had a few new channel supporters on this channel tonight. We've had new channel supporter, community member. We've had loads of little donations. So it's just been a long night tonight, but it's been cool. I've enjoyed it. A good advice is someone we all are willing to give. Yeah, good advice. Yes, you're willing to give. Yeah. Well, I'll put it in the chat now because we're talking about it. Let me stick it in the chat now. So if you're watching this now or later, go to the chat and I've just shared the Discord link. It's also underneath the video, so just go underneath the video and you can get the Discord link there. So yeah, to be honest with you, I think it might be the end of the show now. Because I've been live for about 4 hours. It's been quite a long show tonight, and I haven't eaten anything yet, so I have to go get some food. So I might call it a night. But I mean, unless anyone wants to finish off the donation bar tonight, we're not that far off. We're really close, to be honest with you. Could get it. I mean, how far off? Wow, it's really close. But I mean, if not, it's okay. We'll start again tomorrow. Let's start again next time. Thank you for your help. No, well, thank you. So Sophie, have you joined the Discord? Join the Discord. I don't know if anyone's joined it. Join the show, but just join the Discord if you haven't already. Let me see if anyone's joined. Because if you follow that link, you'll go straight to the Discord, and then if you haven't or you have joined the membership, yeah, I've got it here. Let me see. Okay, well, I'm just gonna add someone there. Just hello, nice to see you. So I've just added someone. Yeah, if you go on the Discord and you join, go to like the public chat and just let me know if you've joined. If you joined since you watched the video today, the live show, and yeah, and then I'll direct you from there. And if you like join the channel membership, I'll let you. I can add you to the private chat as well. Night all, sleep tight. Oh, well, you're going now, Kirsty. Well, it's nice to see you anyway. I think I'm gonna go, Kirsty, as well. Because I know they've got American viewers here, but it is like midnight here in the UK, and I haven't eaten yet, so I'm probably gonna eat something. But anyway, it's been fun. Well, I mean, if you're watching here now, I'll give it one more time. I'll just say to look, if you want, consider becoming a channel member. You can join anyway. It can be anywhere in the world. You don't have to be in the UK. And if you want to be if you fancy joining the community membership, just go through the Buy Me a Coffee for that. That's probably the best way to join that one. Or Patreon. We also got Patreon. You can do it on Patreon as well if you use Patreon. Good night, everyone. Okay, I think everybody's going, to be honest with you. I think I presume most of my English, British viewers are going. But if you want me to stay on longer, I can do, but you'd have to send me. You'd have to fill that donation bar up. That's the only way I can stay on longer. Otherwise, I'll probably call it a night now. Okay. Okay, then I think we should. Okay, so well, let me just say thank you for everybody today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be back again. I'm guessing it might be tomorrow. Yeah. Well, good night and good morning to you, Rochelle. I know it's morning for you. Well, it's just past midnight here in the UK, so. And I ain't eaten yet. I need to go eat something. So I'm gonna go have some food. So I will be up. I will be up in the morning tomorrow. Saturday morning, I will be asleep. I won't be getting up. But I've had some fun. I've enjoyed tonight. I hope you have. And yeah, I do live shows quite often. Normally, let me put it this way: if you're a channel member now, definitely going to be live on Sunday. I do a Sunday show, and I'm going to be here. I might be here tomorrow night as well. Let's just see. We'll see how I feel. All right, later then. Yeah, later, Franny. I will see you all soon. Let's say I'm definitely here on Sunday, but you would need to be a channel member or community member to see that show. And if not, it's possible I'll be live tomorrow. If you want to know when I'm live, definitely join the Discord, because if you join the Discord, you get updates on all my shows when I'm live and things like that. I hang out there quite often. And I did say at the beginning of the show, you might have missed it, I'm going to start be doing like some hangout videos where I'm just going to come live and just do chats and maybe play some games and stuff like that. So I'll be around. So yeah, look out for me. Okay, it was nice to see you all tonight. Thank you for taking part. Thank you for being part of the show. And I'm going to say good night because I need to go get some food. I'm hungry. Okay, take care. See you later.